World-defying Dan God Chapter 4741, Guan Yiyu. He is my master, Guan Yanchao said when the atmosphere was wrong. Guan Yanchao's strength is unfathomable, even Lu Kunfeng, the elder of the Kun clan, can't beat him, but he is such a character, he is just someone else's domestic slave. So what is the origin of Guan Ying's man? What kind of family background is it like to have such a strong domestic slave? I wonder if you are looking for our patriarch, what's the matter? Lu Kunfeng didn't dare to act rashly. He could feel that Guan Yanchao was gathering terrible power. If it really fights, Guan Yanchao can definitely destroy the city here. Lu Kunfeng had a very headache, and he could only admit it temporarily. Who can't let him beat it? Grandpa. Lu Qinglan thought that his grandpa was very strong and shouldn't lower his posture. Shut up. Lu Kunfeng hurriedly whispered to this idiot grandson, telling him how strong the other party is. After receiving Grandpa's voice transmission, Lu Qinglan also knew that Lu Kunfeng was losing to the opponent, and even a few more elders would not be able to beat the opponent, and he did not dare to say anything. Elder, take them into the Kun realm. At this time, an old woman appeared suddenly and whispered, "This is an order from the patriarch just now." Ah, just take them into the Kun world like this. Lu Kunfeng was very surprised, and Lu Qinglan was also incredulous. Kun Jia is naturally the hiding place of the Kun clan, which is very mysterious. Order of the patriarch, said the old woman, you can bring them in yourself. After speaking, the old woman turned into a mist and dissipated. It's all gone. Lu Kunfeng took a deep breath, then waved his hand, and said, everyone will heal their injuries. Lu Kunfeng looked at Chen Shang and the three of them, and said, follow me. He released a big car from the storage artifact and asked Chen Shang and the three of them to enter the car. After entering, the cart flew up and flew to a tall tower in the distance. The cart enters the high tower, and then passes through the tower's lifting equipment, into the deep ground. Chen Shang thought that Kun Jia was in the deep underground of Shenken Star, or in the core of Shenken Star. But only now did he discover that the core of Shenken Star is just a teleportation node, and the Kun world is in the dual space of Shenken Star. Entering the Kun world, the cart continues to fly in the air. Kunji is also very magical, there are several huge stars floating in the blue sky. Chen Shang and the others are now flying to a very empty grassland. There is a small village in the middle of the grassland, and the cart is parked outside the gate of the small village. Patriarch, I brought the guests in. Lu Kunfeng is the great elder and the lord of the Lu family, but he is very polite to the patriarch Guan Yiyu, indicating that Guan Yiyu's strength is far above him. Elder Lao, go and work. Guan Yiyu's voice came. The woman's voice was not cold or cold, but she heard it very kindly. Lu Kunfeng is gone. Chen Shang, Guan Yanchao and Guan Ying are standing outside the small mountain villa. The patriarch of the Kun clan is quite strong. Guan Yanchao whispered, little master, you have to be careful. I may not be her opponent. Chen Shang was a little surprised. In his opinion, Guan Yanchao's strength was not weak, and he thought he was not Guan Yiyu's opponent. Guan Ying bit her lip lightly, and she was also a little worried now, because she had inquired before that the strength of this matriarch was unfathomable. The door suddenly opened, and a middle-aged woman with disheveled hair and armor, with a plump face appeared. This is Guan Yiyu. She is not particularly beautiful and moving, but her appearance looks so comfortable. From her demeanor, she is a very easy-going person, but her sharp eyes will make her look very strong. Guan Yanchao. Guan Yiyu said, you are still alive. Can you recognize me? Guan Yanchao was a little surprised. You are a sinner of the Kun tribe. In the memory of the patriarchs of the past, we know how to recognize you. Guan Yiyu said, you are much stronger than before, but you are not my opponent now. Patriarch, I'm Guan Ying. Guan Ying wanted to say something, but she couldn't speak when she came into contact with Guan Yiyu's arrogant eyes. I'm still worried that you won't come back. You know, the Six Soul Palace has begun to join forces to curse the Six Fate Soul races. If you don't come back in time, you will become a sacrifice. Guan Yiyu said. Did the Six Soul Palace jointly cast the curse? Guan Yanchao asked in surprise. Yes, the Six Souls of Life and the Six Soul Palace seem to belong to the same camp, but in fact they are not. You should be very clear about the mind of the Six Soul Palace. Guan Yiyu said. Still the same, Guan Yanchao said. Finally, Guan Yiyu looked at Chen Shang and said, you finally came to me. I can only find out that you have gone to the holy desolation of Heavenly Mother. I don't know what you have experienced over there. It's okay. Chen Shang is not sure now whether Guan Yiyu in front of him can become his mother, so he didn't directly recognize each other. Guan Yiyu naturally knew that Chen Shang was her son, but she was also worried, so she didn't recognize each other either. Both of them can restrain their emotions at this time, which shows that they still have something in common between mother and child. Guan Ying and Guan Yanchao were a little surprised. They didn't know that Chen Shang knew Guan Yiyu. Patriarch, he. Guan Ying whispered. I am his woman. I can see it. Guan Yiyu said. Patriarch, I have a fornication with foreigners. Guan Yiyu interrupted her before she finished speaking. Our Kun clan doesn't have this rule. It's just that some clans in the clan don't want the women in the clan to go out, so this so-called clan rule was set. Guan Yiyu said. But stricter, this is not the case. It's the Kun clan rule. Ah, Guan Ying was also a little surprised. Guan Yiyu looked at Chen Shang and asked, is there anything you want to do with me? It's about Ying. She's not in a good state, so I brought her back to figure out what happened. I didn't expect this to be a ghost from the Six Soul Palace. Chen Shang said. As long as she comes back, nothing will happen. Guan Yiyu said. Also, I also came to you by the way. Chen Shang said, I want to figure out your position. I can only tell you that, the Kun clan under my leadership is different from other Fate Soul 6 clan. Guan Yiyu said, I am not an enemy of you. That's good. Chen Shang smiled and said, I don't want to be your enemy either. Are you afraid of me? Guan Yiyu also smiled faintly. Although you put Guan Yanchao as a slave, his strength is also very strong, but he is not my opponent. Do you think that I rely on Guan Yanchao? Chen Shang smiled and said, Clan Chief Guan, don't you have a general idea of my strength? You're just a pill cultivator, aren't you good at fighting? Guan Yiyu shook her head and smiled. No matter how strong you are, you can't be strong. Aren't you also an alchemist? Chen Shang smiled. Should we discuss the technique of alchemy? My alchemy is not as good as you. Guan Yiyu said. So, let's fight. N.S. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4742, Mother and Child Recognize Each Other. Chen Shang knew that Guan Yiyu's strength was not weak, and he was of a very strong level, even Shen Tianyu was not Guan Yiyu's opponent. However, he thinks that Guan Yiyu can't beat him at all. If it is the previous one, it might be possible. The current Chen Shang has just merged the essence of the universe and the blood of the universe, so why did Guan Yiyu fight Chen Shang? What's more, Chen Shang has 6 magic mirrors. Because this is his own mother, Chen Shang also plans to release the water. He could see that his mother was a very good and strong person, and she couldn't let her lose ugly. Just hit it, don't be beaten by me and cry later. Chen Shang smiled and said, come on. Hit if you say it. Guan Yiyu suddenly flashed past and came behind Chen Shang in an instant. Guan Yanchao immediately took Guan Ying away, and if there was a fight, Guan Ying would definitely be affected. I hope you don't waste materials like your dead ghost father. As soon as Guan Yiyu's voice fell, she slapped Chen Zhang's back with a palm. The speed is very fast. Chen Shang originally wanted to dodge, but he didn't know how. His body was enveloped by a very feminine force, which made him unable to move. Boom! Chen Shang could only stand on the spot and couldn't even turn his head, so he received a heavy hand on his back. Detonated a very terrifying force shock. The earth was cracked. The small village where Guan Yiyu lived was turned into ruins in an instant. It can be seen that she is very heavy, and she has no mercy at all. Chen Shang also knew very well that his mother was testing herself. After seeing Guan Ying and Guan Yanchao in the distance, they were worried. This trick is terrible. If it were me, it might have to reshape the body. Guan Yanchao said solemnly, why is the new patriarch of the Kun clan so strong? Guan Ying looked worriedly at the area shrouded in air waves. She couldn't see Chen Shang and Guan Yiyu. She only knew that a very tyrannical force broke out there, which was released by Guan Yiyu. Chen Zhang's body shook slightly, and a wave of air shook out, shaking away the feminine power that had enveloped him, and saw that he was still standing there stiffly. Guan Yiyu's very terrifying palm just now didn't hurt him. After Guan Yanchao saw it, his heart was shocked. He didn't expect Chen Zhang's strength to be so terrifying. Guan Yiyu also frowned at Chen Shang. She underestimated the strength of her son. Before, she really believed that Chen Shang was only good at alchemy and not good at fighting. Don't be careless, Guan Yiyu reminded Chen Shang, and then continued to attack. I don't know what technique she used. When the two palms were shot one after another, like a pair of short swords, they went through crazy and fast. Chen Shang could only retreat, and Guan Yiyu's attack at this time did indeed pose a big threat to him. You are still a bit short. Guan Yiyu's eyes flashed while she was talking, and Chen Shang was suddenly penetrated by the white light. The moment Chen Shang was penetrated, the whole person floated and was frozen in the air. Boom! Guan Yiyu didn't know when she came into the air, and then suddenly fell from the air, stabbing her legs straight down. The scary thing is that she can see her legs transform into the form of two sharp swords. Chen Shang was floating in the air unable to move, and he didn't know what power Guan Yiyu used, and he could always control his body. Guan Yiyu fell very fiercely. When she was about to pierce Chen Zhang's body, she stopped suddenly. After all, this was her son, and she couldn't bear to hurt her son. If Chen Shang is really serious, he can avoid it, but he doesn't, because he still doesn't know what his mother is doing, so he still decides to hide his strength. Moreover, he feels that his mother can have the current strength and status, maybe there is a force behind it. After the small mountain villa was flattened just now, he could feel that there were still a few powerful auras in it, but he did not see anyone around, indicating that those people were hidden. Not bad. There is a lot of potential. You can make alchemy, you can do this step, you are considered very good. Guan Yiyu also recognized Chen Zhang's current strength and praised with a smile. It's not that I can't beat you, it's just that I haven't really moved. Chen Shang scratched his head, grinning. Don't always make excuses like your dad. But no matter what, you are now much better than your dad. Guan Yiyu touched Chen Zhang's head and smiled. You kid, if you don't mess with the flowers so much, maybe it can be stronger now. Old Chen Shang blushed, then stuck out his tongue, curled his lips and said, Anyang, there are some things that I have to do. HMPH, I know how to make excuses. Guan Yiyu snorted, then patted Chen Shang on the head again. In this way, this pair of mother and son, who have been separated for so many years, recognize each other in this situation. But they don't look like they have been separated for a long time, but like friends for many years, and they recognize each other naturally and affectionately. Guan Ying and Guan Yanchao were shocked. The patriarch of the Kun clan turned out to be Chen Zhang's mother. Guan Ying couldn't understand why Chen Zhang's mother was the patriarch of the Kun clan. Guan Yanchao and Guan Ying flew over immediately. Anyang, Ying Ying will be handed over to you. Chen Shang said. Okay, I will help her solve her problems. Guan Yiyu said. But you have to promise me one condition, that is to keep Guan Yanchao behind. Chen Shang looked at Guan Yanchao. Guan Yanchao nodded, and then said, Master, otherwise, you can ask Shang Tiangan to stay with me. Okay, Chen Shang nodded. What, Shang Tian, that fellow of the Qian clan? Why is he in your hands? I remember this guy took refuge in the Palace of Souls. Guan Yiyu was very surprised. It's a long story. Chen Shang released Shang Tiangan. He couldn't see that he was Shang Tiangan, so he wouldn't be troubled by the Qian clan and Life Soul Palace. Chen Shang briefly talked about Shang Tiangan's main body and sub-body, and Guan Yiyu probably understood what was going on. The presence of the two of them is of great help to the Kun clan. Guan Yiyu said. Anyang, I still have to go to the Palace of Souls. Chen Shang said. Because the bones of the universe are in the Palace of Souls, Chen Shang must take them away and fuse them together so that he can cultivate a stronger body. Xiaoshang, the Palace of Life Soul is very dangerous, or else you wait here for a while. When I am busy with my time, I will make time to visit with you. Guan Yiyu said. She could see that she was very uneasy. Chen Shang went to the Palace of Souls. No, I'm afraid I will be late, there is nothing left. Chen Shang said. What are you going to do in the Life Soul Palace? There is Chuangshi Zuyuan there, if you go, you will only die. Guan Yiyu shook her head and said, you better not go. Anyang, I have to go. Chen Shang didn't talk about the bones of the universe, because there were other people around here, and he couldn't believe them. Can you stay for a few more days? Guan Yiyu said. In 2 days, the Yin and Yang clan will come over. What are they doing? Chen Shang asked. I don't know. It may be a war. Guan Yiyu shook her head and said, the relationship between the 6 Fate Soul races is very complicated now. In short, there are cracks in the 6 Fate Soul races, and there will be some friction between them. Okay, I'll stay a few more days. Chen Shang thought for a while and decided to stay. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4743, Soul Servant. Chen Shang wanted to figure out what the Sixth Soul Palace was doing, and why could he curse such people of the Sixth Soul races. The curse in the Sixth Soul Palace is mainly used to sacrifice something. There must be some purpose. At this time, the old woman before appeared here. Long Po, take Ying Ying to solve the curse. Guan Yiyu said. Yes, Patriarch. Long Po came to Guan Ying. Guan Ying was a little reluctant to bear Chen Shang, but Chen Shang nodded to her. He used his mind to see Long Po and his mother, and he was trustworthy. Then, Lu Kunfeng also came. After he came here, he saw an old man beside Guan Yanchao, and he didn't say anything. Elder, take these two to the elder's house, they will be the elders of the Kun clan from now on. Guan Yiyu said. This, Lu Kunfeng was a little startled. Go, Guan Yiyu said. Yes, Lu Kunfeng didn't ask any more, and took Guan Yanchao and Shang Tiangan away. This is only about Yiyu and Shen Shang. But Chen Shang is still very vigilant. Xiao Shang, you are really wary. Guan Yiyu smiled and said. Don't worry, the people hiding around are all your mother-in-law's people. I still don't worry, Chen Shang said. Come out, Guan Yiyu yelled softly. I saw 4 people suddenly fly over, 4 old women, their strength is also very strong, it looks unfathomable. They were created by Daming Soul, they are the servants of the soul. They are called the soul servants. Guan Yiyu said. I used to have 100 soul servants by my side, but now there are only 30 left. Ah, are the soul servants so strong? Only 30 left, what about the other 70? Chen Shang was surprised. They are all dead, Guan Yiyu sighed. There are also 100 on Huang Jintian's side, and they are all dead. The 100 soul servants around Shen Tianyu have also been killed. How did you die? Chen Shang frowned and asked. Fate Soul Palace. Guan Yiyu said. The reason why I can keep 30 soul servants is mainly because I am hidden in the Kun clan, so the Life Soul Palace did not find them. Why did Life Soul Palace kill them? Chen Shang realized that these soul servants should be very important. As long as all the soul servants are killed, the final seal of the Soul Palace will be completely lifted. Guan Yiyu said. So they are looking for the remaining soul servants. After speaking, Guan Yiyu released a tower from the storage artifact and said, Xiaoshang, I will give you the remaining 30 soul servants now. I'm going to the Palace of Souls. Chen Shang shook his head and said, you give them all to me, it's too dangerous. I just want you to take the soul servant to the Fate Soul Palace. Guan Yiyu smiled lightly. You go to the Fate Soul Palace, and the soul servant will protect you to get what you want. Wouldn't that allow the Life Soul Palace to succeed? Chen Shang shook his head repeatedly. Without a soul servant, there is no way to get the bones of the universe. Guan Yiyu solemnly said, the bones of the universe are hidden in the depths of the Palace of Souls. Only the soul servant can approach and open the barrier. Anyang, you knew what I was going to do in the Palace of Souls. Chen Shang scratched his head. What are you stinky boy thinking, how could Anyang not know? Guan Yiyu smiled and said, also, you fought with me before, and you have hidden a certain amount of strength. You still have something to Anyang. Concealed. Chen Zhang's eyes were erratic, and he smirked a few times. I don't know how strong you are now, but you should be a little weaker than me. Then I can rest assured that you go to the Palace of Souls. Guan Yiyu still doesn't think Chen Shang is better than her. Anyang, why have you become so strong? Chen Shang asked curiously. It's the Great Life Soul that helped me become stronger. Guan Yiyu said. The Great Life Soul can absorb the power of creation early, but he can refine the power of creation very pure, and then use this power of creation. Send it to me to practice. That's it, Chen Shang nodded, finally understanding why Guan Yiyu has such a powerful force. Your father originally had this kind of opportunity, but he was out of luck and was spotted by the Mansion Soul Palace, and because he had 2 sons betrayed him, Daming Soul was very disappointed in him. Guan Yiyu said, your father was in a bad mood at that time. After Daming Han was worried that he became stronger, he was very reckless to go to the mansion hall, so he didn't teach him. He didn't tell me this. Chen Shang said, because he can't tell. Some things are kept secret by Daming Soul, so he didn't mention it to you. Guan Yiyu said. Anyang, how much do you know about Aoshi Universe? Chen Shang asked. I don't know much. Guan Yiyu sighed. The Temple of Aoshi, the Temple of 100 Flowers, and Anyang, are you supported by the Daming Soul? Chen Shang asked. Well, the Fate Soul Palace is the evil side of the Daming Soul, and he has nothing to do, so the Fate Soul Palace appears. Guan Yiyu said. I don't know much about the Aoshi Temple and the 100 Flowers Temple, they are all different. There are various missions, and my mission is to calm the 6 Fate and Soul races. Fate Soul 6 Clan. Chen Shang suddenly knew why Guan Yiyu became the patriarch of the Kun clan. Yes, I want to unify the 6 life souls as much as possible. Then take down the 6 Soul Palace. What is the 6 Soul Palace planning? I want to summon a very powerful thing from another world. Guan Yiyu said. The Da Ming Soul had previously predicted that the 6 Soul Palace might be even more terrifying than the Ming Soul Palace, which is a very huge hidden danger. Ying is now recruiting. Is the 6 Soul Palace summoning something? Chen Shang didn't expect that the 6 Soul Palace would be so dangerous. Right, Guan Yiyu nodded and said, so next, the Yin and Yang clan will come over. I must find a way to let them join us, but there are some things I can't tell them directly. And among the other 5 Life Soul clan, there is also the penetration of the 6 Soul Palace. Maybe I have a way. Chen Shang thought for a while, and asked, Anyang, what kind of attitude does the 6 clan of Life and Soul have toward the power of creation? Most of it has been absorbed. After our 6 life souls absorbed the creation power, they were not controlled by the creation power, but this is only temporary. Guan Yiyu said, if we continue, the Life Soul 6 will sooner or later be controlled by the world. Genesis is in control. I understand. Chen Shang nodded, and then asked, Anyang, how is your alchemy level? It's okay. I have a very high status in the Kun family, mainly because I am very good at alchemy. Guan Yiyu smiled, but it's definitely not better than yours. Let's wait for the Yin and Yang clan to come. Chen Shang said, look at their attitude. Guan Yiyu didn't know what Chen Shang had planned, but she didn't ask, because it still depends on the attitude of the Yin and Yang clan. If you can't win over, you can only use a tough way at that time. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4744, Unbreakable. Xiaoshang, I will call the other elders first and talk to them about Guan Yanchao. Then I will talk to them about contact with the Yin and Yang clan. Guan Yiyu said, if you are interested, you can also follow me. I have no interest in these things. Chen Shang spread out his hands and smiled, I just want to take a good rest now. The situation on Guan Ying's side stabilizes, I will contact you immediately. Guan Yiyu said, she is from the Kun tribe, and I will never let her be a sacrifice. Anyang, is there no way for the 6 Soul clan to resist the curse of the 6 Soul Palace? Chen Shang asked, like Ying, she was cursed for some reason. Is there really no way to resist it? Yes, so we must unite as soon as possible to kill the 6 Soul Palace. Otherwise, there will be no peace for the 6 soul races. It's just that it is difficult for the 6 soul races to unite and act together. Guan Yiyu sighed. I'm going to rest, just arrange a place for me to live in. Chen Shang said. Follow me. Guan Yiyu took Chen Shang to another small village, where there were many barriers to protect it, and it was very quiet inside. Kun Jia is already very safe. If this small mountain villa blesses several protective barriers, no one will disturb you. Guan Yiyu smiled. Xiaoshang, you can rest here. If you want to for long periods of retreat, just tell me. Chen Shang gave Guan Yiyu a messenger, and asked her to contact her through the messenger if she had important things, and then he entered the small mountain villa. Guan Yiyu will leave immediately and will host the meeting. Chen Shang randomly found a room in it, and then took out 6 magic mirrors. Brother, Anyang seems to be hiding something from you. Sister Xiaojing said, I feel like she is very worried. I know, Chen Shang said helplessly. She definitely didn't want me to be implicated, so she didn't tell me. What could it be? Sister Xiaojing was very curious. I don't know, but I can feel that there is a big problem in the 6th clan of Life and Soul. Chen Shang said, the 6th Soul Palace regards the 6th clan of Life and Soul as sacrifices, so the 6th clan of Life and Soul is certain. We must unite, and the 6th Soul Palace won't let them unite, so they will definitely get in the way. In other words, the 6th Soul Palace is coming to make trouble. Little Jing said. Then Anyang will have a headache. She definitely doesn't want to face the 6th Soul Palace now. So she must unite with the other 6 life soul races to fight against the 6th Soul Palace in order to buy them enough time. Chen Shang said. Chen Shang sat on the 6 Dao mirror, and sensed the entire proud universe through the 6 fate souls inside the 6 Dao mirror. As long as he has free time to rest, he will enter this state and try to comprehend new principles of practice. A bottleneck has appeared in the 6 principles of cultivation, and many people's cultivation is stuck at about 200 levels, and they can't be upgraded. Chen Shang also wanted to realize it as soon as possible, but it is not easy said than done. This is a very complicated matter, and even if he realizes it, it will take a long time to complete. Brother, the Tianqin star field is not the same. This Shenkin star is also very rare. It shouldn't be made by Chuangshili. Little Jing said. It should be a star condensed by Aoshi universe itself, and it turned into a sky. Kun star territory. Yes, it is because I am in this place that I plan to try and see if I can comprehend anything. Chen Shang said, the formation of the Tianqin star territory should also be caused by the law of the Aoshi universe. Chen Shang doesn't know much about the operation of Aoshi universe now. He also needs to have a certain understanding of Aoshi universe if he wants to comprehend the new principles of practice. Especially now, what he wants to comprehend, but a very advanced practice, is even more difficult. Chen Zhang's current pressure is not small. If he can't realize it, then Aoshi universe is equivalent to stagnation, and then it will be infiltrated by other different universes and be eaten away by all kinds of things. What he worries most is that Aoshi universe has been invaded by multiple creation ancestors. As long as he can comprehend the new principles of practice, Aoshi universe will have a leap forward. Chen Shang sat on the 6-dimensional mirror and entered the state of comprehension. He wanted to perceive the operation of the proud universe as much as possible through the 6-dimensional soul inside the 6-dimensional mirror. Before he knew it, Chen Shang felt his own consciousness, as if wandering in the entire Tianqin star field. Every star in the Tianqin star territory has a very mysterious connection, and he can see all this clearly. He can even directly see the double space inside Shenkin star. Such a vast Tianqin star field, he could have a panoramic view, indicating that he has entered a very peculiar state now, and can have a very close connection with the Aoshi universe. This state is something he has never experienced before. After entering this state, he seemed to know everything about the Tianqin star territory, as if he could dominate the entire Tianqin star territory. It didn't take long before he woke up from this state. What was going on just now? Chen Shang has endless aftertastes about this. If he can control the entire Aoshi universe through this state, then he will be able to dominate the entire Aoshi universe. Brother, what happened just now? Sister Xiaojing didn't know what kind of state Chen Shang had entered, but only vaguely felt that Chen Shang had made great progress. I can only see the entire Tianqin star territory just now. Chen Shang briefly described the state he had just entered. Brother, it may be that your soul is not strong enough, so you can only cover one Tianqin star field. Little Mirror said, even if you cover the Tianqin star field, it won't last long. Yes, Chen Shang nodded, and said helplessly, but my soul is already at a bottleneck, it is difficult to break through. Each of his 6 cultivation bases has reached more than 300 levels, and it is difficult to continue to improve. He has a sea of 3 souls, and because of this he can continuously improve his 6 realms of cultivation. Once he does not continue to cultivate the sea of souls, then his 6 realms of cultivation will come to a halt. For this kind of thing, Chen Shang has nothing to do. Because the soul sea he cultivated was not the real soul sea cultivation rules, it was integrated into his own comprehension. Sister Jing, don't break or stand. Chen Shang said suddenly, the reason why I can't comprehend the principles of practice is mainly because I have been exposed to the principles of the soul sea practice early. I must give up the principles of the soul sea practice so that I will not be affected by the principles of the soul sea practice. Limit thinking. That's good, but are you really going to give up now? Sister Xiaojing said worriedly, brother, if you want to give up, it means your cultivation level will be seriously retrogressed. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4745, Consciousness. This is Chen Zhang's idea very suddenly. He hasn't thought about it, but he just thinks he has to do it. You know, if he can't create a new practice method, all the creatures in this proud universe, if they want to make a breakthrough, they can only rely on the power of creation. At that time, you can only use the soul sea practice law. Once you use the principles of the soul sea practice, you will be inseparable from creating world power. I have merged with the essence of the universe, and my body has become much stronger. Even if my soul's cultivation is temporarily regressed, I still have a certain strength. Chen Shang looked around, and said, and where I am now, it is still very safe. A Niang's strength is good, she can protect me. Brother, you have to think carefully. If you want to give up your soul sea cultivation base, then your 6 paths cultivation base might go backwards too. Little Mirror said, you need a lot if you want to cultivate again. Time. I know. Chen Shang nodded and said, not only that, but there are still many problems to face. For example, the principles of practice that I created cannot rely on the power of creation. Yes, so Aoshi universe must have something similar to Genesis Zuyuan, and must continuously release enough powerful energy. Little Jing said, how can this be done? When I observed the Tianquan star field just now, I could see the approximate formation of this star field. Chen Shang said, after a huge star has exhausted its lifespan, it will explode by itself, and then it will turn into a lot of energy. Everywhere, after a long period of time, they will condense themselves into stars. For example, this Shenkan star was formed after several huge stars exploded and gathered enough energy. In other words, there is enough energy in the Aoshi universe to self-circulate. Little Jing said. Yes, I need to cooperate with Xiao Yuanxin. Chen Shang said, although the energy of Aoshi universe is sufficient, since there is so much external energy pouring in, we can also use it if we want to compete for Aoshi universe. Use it to refine the incoming energy and transform it into the proud universe. This will take time, Little Mirror's sister said. It does take a long time to proceed, but we have time for Yuanju. Chen Shang smiled and said, the law of time is controlled by us, so we can buy a lot of time. After hearing what Chen Shang said, Sister Xiaojing also knew that Chen Shang had very clear thoughts, and was not a hot-headed decision for a while. Okay, don't break or stand. Little Mirror said, brother, I can protect you too. You don't have to worry about what happens after the Sea of Soul dispersion. Then I will start now. Chen Shang also took advantage of his current enthusiasm and acted immediately. Do you want to tell A Niang? This is a very important thing. Little Jing said, if something really happens, she can also take care of it immediately. No need, lest she worry. Chen Shang said, my approach is hard to understand to others. Auntie, if she knows it, she will definitely stop me. In her opinion, I must be crazy to do this. Yes, Sister Xiaojing smiled. Maybe only I can understand you, brother. Let's start then. Chen Shang closed his eyes and said, Sister Jing, after my soul sea dissipates, a lot of energy will be generated. In order not to cause any movement, you will absorb it to sacrifice the magic weapon, or it is absorbed by the 6 magic mirrors, is it okay? No problem. Sister Xiaojing was also ready. After Chen Shang started, he was very cruel to destroy his own soul sea one by one. When dissolving his own soul sea, it also made his soul very painful, as if he was tearing the soul. And because of this, his 6 cultivation bases have become very chaotic. The soul sea is equivalent to the foundation, and the 6 cultivation bases are built and cultivated on the basis of the soul sea. The soul sea is strong enough, the 6 cultivation bases can be higher. However, Chen Shang now directly destroyed the soul sea, and the 6 cultivation bases also collapsed, causing many problems in Chen Zhang's body. Because he didn't expect such a big reaction at the beginning, Chen Shang didn't have much preparation. For example, right now, the 6 Dao Yuan forces violently spurted in his body, as if to tear his body apart. Fortunately, he could withstand the fusion of the essence of the universe and the blood of the universe, otherwise the body would have exploded long ago. After dissolving a sea of souls, Chen Shang was already a bit unable to hold it. That step was wrong just now. Chen Shang said, I should first dissipate the 6 cultivation bases, and then dissipate the soul sea, so that it won't hurt my body. Chen Shang had a fluke mentality before, thinking that after transforming the Sea of Souls, he would rely on his powerful body to retain the 6 cultivation bases. But facts have proved that the 6 cultivation bases are closely related to the Soul Sea. Brother, if you create a new practice law in the future, what should other people who cultivate Soul Sea do? Little Jing asked. Of course it is to be like me, not breaking or standing. Chen Shang said. At that time, those who have cultivated multiple soul seas, if they want to become stronger, they must make a choice. If the practice rules you created are good enough, then many people are willing to give up. Sister Xiaojing smiled. I'm looking forward to it too. Chen Zhang's awareness just now was still not enough, and he was reluctant to give up the 6 paths of cultivation. He now wants to understand, and if he wants to stay the same, he has to abandon even the 6 cultivation bases. Perhaps, after I create a new practice law, it is equivalent to nirvana rebirth. It is also an experience for me, which can make me stronger. After Chen Shang mastered his thoughts, he gritted his teeth and dissipated his 6 cultivation bases and introduced them into the 6 sacred mirrors. It just didn't take long before his 6 cultivation bases were completely gone, and the soul sea was also completely shattered and disappeared in his soul sea. Both the body and the soul are dilapidated because they have given up their cultivation base. If it weren't for his soul and body strong enough, he wouldn't be able to hold on. Sister Xiaojing looked very distressed, but she also knew that Chen Shang carried this proud universe on his back, which he had to experience. "Brother, how are you now?" Sister Xiaojing asked. "It's okay." Chen Shang took a deep breath and said, "Wait for me to slow down, and then start again. You can run the time domain now. It may take a lot of time for me to comprehend the new principles of practice." "Brother, you have previously understood the 6 principles of cultivation, but you have cultivated a soul of 6 life. Then do you have to cultivate something to establish a new cultivation principle?" Sister Xiaojing asked. "Yes, but I don't know what exactly it is like now." Chen Shang only had a vague idea. "I believe you will succeed." Sister Xiaojing released the realm of time through the time Yuanju. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4746, 6 Clans. After Chen Shang enters the realm of time, he will be immersed in a long period of time, thinking and comprehending new practices. Under the operation of the time domain, even if Chen Shang spends a long time inside, it won't be too long outside. 2 days later, the Yin and Yang clan came to Shenkan Star. Guan Yiyu originally wanted to find Chen Shang, hoping that Chen Shang could follow her, join in, and give her some advice or something. But 2 days passed, and Chen Shang did not show up, indicating that she was in a critical juncture for her practice in retreat, so she didn't bother Chen Shang either. In Kunji, Guan Yiyu and more than a dozen elders were in the conference room, discussing what to do next to the Yin and Yang races. "Patriarch, the Yin and Yang clan came to us on the initiative. They also behaved very sincerely, there shouldn't be much hindrance when negotiating." An old man said. "I can't believe them. Lu Kunfeng is talking now," and he shook his head and said, "The Yin and Yang clan are very cunning. They can't suddenly become so sincere. They must be disguised. If they have any purpose, they will definitely not choose to talk at Shenkan Star. This is our territory," the old man said, "so I think they came with sincerity, maybe they met it themselves. What difficulties do you need to ask us for help? No matter what, we have to keep an eye on it." Lu Kunfeng said. "What information did the secret agents sent out bring back?" Guan Yiyu said. "You each have your own spy team, don't you have reliable information?" "This, the Patriarch," Lu Kunfeng said with some embarrassment, "you should also know that the hiding places of the 6 clan of life and soul are very hidden. It is difficult for our spies to get in, so we can only inquire and collect information outside." Quote. "Then you sum it up." Guan Yiyu said. "We had a private meeting before to summarize the information collected by all the spies, and sort out the news that seemed more reliable." Lu Kunfeng said. "Why does it seem more reliable?" Guan Yiyu was a little puzzled. "Because there are too many false news, there are also many rumors and so on." Lu Kunfeng said. "Then tell the reliable news that you have sorted out and listen to it." Guan Yiyu wanted to get some relevant information before meeting with the Yin and Yang clan, which would be beneficial to her negotiation. "There is a news that the 2 clans of good and evil have once been to the Taiji star field where the 2 clans of Yin and Yang are located." Lu Kunfeng said, "But this news cannot be confirmed." "This is possible," Guan Yiyu said. "The 6 fate of souls are in a group. The Yin and Yang are united, and the right and evil are definitely united. Now the Qian and Kun have not united. Patriarch, what the **** is going on with the Gan clan? Are they not interested in uniting, or are there any conditions?" "They never gave us an answer," another elder asked. "Because they want to dominate. I can't agree to this," Guan Yiyu said. "Although they didn't say it explicitly, I can feel it. If the previous news is reliable, does it mean that the Yin and Yang clan and the righteous and evil clan have joined hands? Are they going to win over us, or to win over the Gan clan?" Lu Kunfeng frowned and said, "It feels like we are very bad." Quote. Guan Yiyu closed her eyes, thought for a while, and said, "Let's end the meeting. Let's go out and talk to the guys from the Yin and Yang clan." Guan Yiyu just brought Lu Kunfeng and her servant Long Po to a huge tall building of Shen Kun Xing. This is the Kun clan's property. Many people from the Yin and Yang clan came, hundreds of them, and they all stayed in this restaurant. Guan Yiyu took 2 people in a hall on the top floor to meet the 2 patriarchs of the Yin and Yang clan, as well as the elders and some young people they brought. There were more than 10 people in total. Because this was originally on Shenkan Xing, Guan Yiyu didn't want to bring too many people, so as not to make the other party think they were too strong. Now they were polite in the hall. When the Yin and Yang clan saw only 3 people from the Kun clan, they also knew that the other party did not want to give them a sense of oppression. This is also a manifestation of sincerity. This young man doesn't seem to be weak. The younger generation of your Yin and Yang races, you are well trained. Guan Yiyu looked at a young man. This young man looks handsome, but a little cold. The reason Guan Yiyu said that he is not weak is mainly because he can sense the powerful creative power in him. I am not from the Yin and Yang clan. The young man said suddenly, my name is Shen Yun. Hearing this name, Guan Yiyu's eyebrows frowned slightly. Because she knows this person. Although Guan Yiyu rarely has contact with Shen Tianyu, she has been paying attention to the situation of Shen's family for many years. This Shen Yun is the eldest of Shen Tianyu's 3 children in God's domain. It was Shen Yun and another brother who joined forces to kill their mother, and then took refuge in the Palace of Souls. Shen Yun appeared here, and also mixed in the team of the Yin and Yang clan, which made Guan Yiyu suddenly think about it. She calmly asked, not from the Yin and Yang clan. Then you come here. Lu Kunfeng also said, 2 patriarchs, is it wrong for you to do this? This meeting was agreed by our 3 clans. There can be no outsiders. I represent the Fate Soul Palace. Shen Yun said, you should be very clear about the current situation of your Fate Soul 6 clan. I am here on behalf of the Fate Soul Palace to tell you that right now, you have only one way to go, that is to join Life Soul Palace, become the minions of Life Soul Palace. Shen Yun spoke very straightforwardly, and the expressions of the 2 patriarchs were also a bit ugly. But he dare not say Shen Yun. Everyone of the Kun clan, our Yin and Yang clan and the Righteous and Evil clan have joined the Fate Soul Palace. Now it is up to your Universe clan. The Yin clan's patriarch sighed, this is also nothing, no. Long Po, Great Elder, see off the guests. Guan Yiyu would never join the Palace of Souls. In her opinion, the Palace of Souls, like the Palace of 6 Souls, are both very evil and despicable. If they join the Palace of Fate Soul, there will be no end to it. You will regret it. Shen Yun went straight to the door after speaking. The people of the Yin and Yang race also left. Guan Yiyu was very angry, because she didn't expect the other party to cheat them so much. She had clearly joined the Fate Soul Palace, and she didn't release any news, but in this way, she wanted to oppress them and submit. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4747, Fate Road. Guan Yiyu returned to Kunji and discussed with the elders. The Yin and Yang clan is really such a thing, I knew what their purpose was before. Lu Kunfeng snorted, this group of bastards, just admit it. Our 6 families of Fate Soul can obviously unite, and there is no need to fear the Fate Soul Palace and the 6 Soul Palace, but now we are committed to the Fate Soul Palace. Guan Yiyu was very angry and cursed in a low voice, this group is useless. The first person who recognized the counseling should be the Righteous and Evil clan. Said an elder, before the Righteous and Evil clan came into contact with the Yin and Yang clan, it is this kind of routine. Then what shall we do now? Lu Kunfeng sighed, we have to face the 6 Soul Palace and the Fate Soul Palace. We are helpless. There is also the Gan clan. Shang Tiangan said in silence, if we can unite the Gan clan and our 2 clans join hands, we will still have the power to fight. How easy is that? Lu Kunfeng shook his head and said, maybe the Gan clan has also taken refuge in the Fate Soul Palace or the 6 Soul Palace. As long as you are not stupid, you know that 6 Soul Palace and Ming Soul Palace are not good things. Depend on them, you will only become their slaves, and maybe they will be sacrificed at any time. Shang Tiangan said, look at the Gan clan. It's not that stupid to go up. Elder Shang, this matter is left to you, can you do it? Guan Yiyu said. Those present did not know the true identity of Shang Tiangan. Guan Yiyu didn't say anything. It's difficult, but I'm willing to try. Shang Tiangan said. You know, his subject has been swept out, so it is indeed very difficult. However, Shang Tianqin had been with Chen Shang for a long time, so he would have the confidence to move the clan. Shang Tiangan could also see the current situation. If he still didn't understand it, he would definitely be eaten to death by the Minghan Palace and 6 Soul Palace. Are you leaving alone? Guan Yiyu asked. I'll do it alone, wait for my news. Shang Tiangan nodded. Elder, send him out. Guan Yiyu nodded. I hope you can bring good news as soon as possible. After Shang Tianchen left, Guan Yiyu continued the meeting. The Tiankan Star territory will be restless in the future, and the Soul Palace will definitely do something. Guan Yiyu said, if there is any situation, you must tell me immediately. I will go out in person at that time to frighten those who disturb the sky. People from Kun Star territory. Chen Shang is still in retreat, and Guan Yiyu can't discuss with Chen Shang now. Although she thinks that her strength is better than Chen Shang, she feels that Chen Shang will definitely have a better way. Xiao Shang, when can you leave the customs? Guan Yiyu sighed secretly in her heart, looking forward to it very much. Chen Shang is in the time domain of the 6th Dao Shen mirror. He has been immersed in comprehension for many years. He is now closely connected with the 6th Dao Fate Soul of the 6th Dao Shen mirror, and his consciousness extends to every corner of the proud universe. What makes him feel helpless is that the power of creation almost covers the entire God's domain, and there are 3 origins of creation ancestors, and they are intricately contested in the God's domain. He began to understand a little bit why Shen Yuanxin had to create the dual dimension of the universe, because when necessary, it was indeed necessary to destroy the first dimension to completely destroy the power of creation. Brother, how are you doing now? Sister Xiaojing asked. It's going well, Shen Shang sighed and said, but it still takes a lot of time. Is there anything important outside? It's still very peaceful outside, and A Niang didn't call you either, so it should be nothing serious. Little Mirror said, no one will send you any information. Sister Jing, during this period of time, you should continue to receive the proud universe that I have seen. Does this help you? Chen Shang asked. I saw the area covered by the power of creation. You should be able to see it too, right? It is of great help to me. I can map the star field of the entire Aoshi universe. Little Jing said, I can make the Aoshi universe map more complete and powerful. That's good, Chen Shang said. I have made progress now. I have a clearer understanding of the operation of Aoshi universe, but I am still at a loss. I don't know how to explore new principles of practice. This is too complicated. Quote, brother, don't think too much, continue to comprehend, you will definitely find a way out. Sister Xiaojing smiled. I believe you. Chen Shang continued to comprehend. Without knowing how much time has passed, he gradually figured out that if he wants to become stronger and free from the control of the power of creation, he must have his own destiny. If everyone can cultivate the cosmic destiny, then they will not be controlled by the power of creation. The creatures of Aoshi universe, after absorbing the power of creation, condense into a cosmic fate under the cultivation principles of Aoshi universe. Then their cosmic fate belongs to the Aoshi universe, which is equivalent to the creation of the invading creatures of the Aoshi universe, and then transforms into the Aoshi universe, then the Aoshi universe will become stronger. After Chen Shang thought of this, he immediately moved in this direction to think about how to make people cultivate something similar to the fate of the universe. He thinks it can be done. First of all, I have to try it myself. Chen Shang thought, I already have a cosmic fate, then I will cultivate one more, will it prove that this path works? World Defying Dan God Chapter 4748, Close to Success. Brother, how much do you know about the fate of the universe? Can this thing really be cultivated? Sister Xiaojing was shocked by Chen Zhang's idea, she thought it was not so easy. The Aoshi universe is a different universe. According to my understanding of the Aoshi universe during this time, the universe is actually empty. It looks like the sky is full of stars, but the distance between the stars and the stars is very far away. Chen Shang said. It's true, after I understand the Aoshi universe map, I feel the same about it. Little Jing said, but, does this help the cultivation of the universe's fate? Although there are countless huge stars in Aoshi universe, these stars are equivalent to the form of energy condensing together, but despite this, the energy gathered by all the stars is still insignificant to Aoshi universe. That is to say, Aoshi universe can hold more energy. The creatures of Aoshi universe absorb external creation power into lifestyles through the principles of practice. Then these creatures will turn into very pure energy after death, and drift in Aoshi. Everywhere in the universe. Chen Shang thought of the endless city in Wanzhou Mountain before. They raised a lot of mortals to eat soul food, and then collected their souls after death to purify the power of creation. Chen Zhang's thinking is similar to this. Brother, in that case, you first have to cultivate a cosmic destiny. How do you do this? Sister Xiaojing said. When you created the 6 principles of cultivation, you refined a 6 destiny souls, then this time, do I also need to refine my life soul? You don't need fate soul, I just need to practice faithfulness. Chen Shang laughed. As long as I cultivate faithfulness and resonate with the 6 faithful souls, it's almost done. It can be transformed into a law through the 6 faithful souls, spread to the proud universe. Brother, then you start practicing now. Little Mirror said, if you succeed, then I should be able to cultivate the cosmic fate too. Chen Shang had obtained a large amount of crystal bead soul food in Wanzhou Mountain before, but now he needs these crystal bead soul food to purify the power of creation. Aoshi universe is also invading with a large amount of creation power, and it is mainly concentrated in those stars with great energy. After the power of creation enters these stars, or is absorbed by people, it can control the operation of these stars. This is very terrifying. If all the stars in a star field are invaded by the power of creation, it means that the main creation ancestor has a thought, the stars can revolve and collide with each other, and a large number of creatures will die. After death, all the energy of the creatures will be absorbed by the power of creation. Chen Shang is now using the 6 divine mirrors to release the Aoshi universe map in the Shenken star, covering the entire Shenken star's star core, to affect the entire Shenken star, suddenly forming a formation to absorb the power of creation. Chen Shang needs to absorb a lot of creation power for purification, and then use it to cultivate lifestyle. What he wants to cultivate right now is not the cosmic fate, but the small fate that can be cultivated by himself. It is very difficult to cultivate the cosmic destiny, and it can only be cultivated through alchemy. Chen Shang himself has a cosmic fate, and it is still very complete. Although he does not know much about the cosmic fate, he can analyze the structure of the fate a little bit according to his own cosmic fate, and then cultivate a very good one. The little one. If you want to cultivate the lifestyle of the universe, you first need to cultivate your life. It took Chen Shang many years to try various things, and finally found this way. It happened that he had also merged with his life. What he is fusing is the cosmic fate, but what he wants to cultivate now is the small fate, but the structure is the same, the difference is that the cosmic fate is cultivated by the cosmic fate. If you want to cultivate lifestyle, life and soul are necessary, so that's it. After a long period of exploration, Chen Shang became clearer and clearer in this direction. The role of the 6 principles of practice is to cultivate life and soul. Chen Shang has a clearer direction for the new practice principles. Cultivating the life soul requires the life force of the life path and the soul energy of the soul path. And to cultivate life force, you need the life force of the life path as the basis, and then according to your own situation, choose to use the force of heaven and demon path to cultivate. Chen Shang began to summarize the influence of the 6 principles of practice on the principles of life practice. So what about Fu Dao and Alchemy Dao? Little Mirror asked. Fu Dao is to give life soul or life soul talent. The stronger the Dao, the stronger or more talented abilities. If you don't practice Fu Dao, the life or life soul they cultivate will have no talent. If you have a cultivation alchemy, you will be able to accomplish half the effort with half the effort, or even faster, when you are cultivating fate, soul, fate, and fate. Chen Shang replied. In other words, after you have cultivated your life and soul, can you cultivate your life by combining them? Sister Xiaojing said a little excitedly, my 6 Dao Yuan power is still very strong. Yes, when fate and soul fuse, you also need a lot of life power, as well as the choice of demon or heaven. In short, when the fate is condensed, the 6 powers can be used. The more the power is more, the stronger the fate. Chen Shang said. Brother, there will be new levels of cultivation at that time, how do you generally divide it? Sister Xiaojing asked. I don't know, I can only create a path. If many people walk along this path, different standards will naturally be formed. Chen Shang finished, closed his eyes and continued to practice. He is now cultivating according to his own thinking. If he can really cultivate the lifestyle, it means that this path can be done and it can become the practice law of Aoshi universe. Brother, I still have some doubts. Not everyone can purify the power of creation. Does your set of practice rules need power of creation? What if the power of creation is suddenly gone? Little Jing asked. If you don't have the power of creation, you can only absorb the power of Aoshi universe. Chen Shang said. As for the purification of the power of creation, as long as the 6 principles of practice are used to absorb the power of creation, under the power of the laws of Aoshi universe, it should be there won't be any major problems. When you cultivate your lifestyle in the future, the influence of the power of creation will completely disappear. Creative power after purification is of course the best. You can use medicinal materials to absorb the power of creation, and then refine the medicinal materials into pills. This is the best way. In Shen Zhang's view, in the future, the medicinal materials of Aoshi universe will absorb the creation power and grow by themselves. At that time, as long as these medicinal materials are refined into pill, it will be very pure creation power. After Sister Xiaojing resolved her doubts, she did not continue to bother Chen Shang, but waited patiently for Chen Zhang's success. Since Guan Yiyu talked with the Yin and Yang clan, she has not been idle, and started to arrange the Kun clan to prepare for the battle. She is the kind of person who would rather die than let the Life Soul Palace succeed. The Life Soul Palace must control the 6 soul races and use it to fight against the 6 soul palace, which shows that the 6 soul palace is now a great threat to the Life Soul Palace. Guan Yiyu waited for 2 days, and Shang Tiangan returned from the Qian clan, bringing good news. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4749, Universe. Shang Tianqin, Lu Kunfeng, Long Po, and Guan Yanchao, the 4 of them were in a small hall. After a short time, Guan Yiyu hurried over. Patriarch, the Qian clan is willing to join forces with the Kun clan. And full of sincerity, Shang Tianqin said, however, they have one condition. This requires the consent of the little master. What are the conditions? Xiao Shang is still in retreat. I can't consult him now. Guan Yiyu shook her head and said, if the conditions are too harsh, he probably won't agree. On the side of the Qian clan, I want a Xiaoming soul. Shang Tiangan said, because the little master can refine the Xiaoming soul, and the Qian clan's Gen clan artifact needs a life soul to completely take shape. They have after the town's artifact, it will make them more at ease. After Guan Yiyu heard this, her face became a little dignified. Small life soul, even if young Master Shen can cultivate it, he can't give it casually, right? Xiao life soul is too precious, and it must be done at a high price. Long Po said. The Qian clan has 4 major clans, but now these 4 major clans have been cleansed completely, and all the senior leaders of the 4 major clans have been arrested. Shang Tianqin said, in the beginning of the small masters who participated in the sealing of there are high-ranking members of the 4 major clans. The current Gan clan is full of sincerity, and they are willing to hand these people over to the little master. Guan Yiyu also knew about Chen Zhang's being sealed, so the Kun clan also experienced a great cleansing, which was facilitated by Guan Yiyu's secret planning. In this way, she also took advantage of the trend to become the patriarch of the Kun clan. No matter what, the little soul is too precious. Guan Yiyu shook her head and said, moreover, we can't guarantee that the Gan clan will not use their Gen clan artifacts against us. They promise not. They have set another curse. Shang Tiangan said, Patriarch, you should know how terrible the curse is. Is that so? Guan Yiyu frowned. What happened inside the Qian clan? What power is purging the 4 clans? It's the person arranged by the Great Life Soul to break into the Dry clan. Shang Tiangan said. The patriarch of the Dry clan is also a woman, and she is very powerful, and her strength is not lower than the patriarch Yu. The Gan clan has undergone such a huge change. What the ***** is this? Guan Yiyu was very surprised at this. Is this what she told you? You know, the arrangement of Daming's soul is not secret. Guan Yiyu can also be regarded as an arrangement of the Great Soul, reincarnated and reborn in the Kun clan, and then secretly supported Guan Yiyu's growth, and finally cleansed the entire Kun clan. Shang Tiangan actually knew the arrangement of the Great Life Soul, which means that the patriarch of the Qian clan must have told him. Yes, the patriarch of the Gan clan told me. Shang Tiangan said. If the Gan clan can get the small life soul refined by the young master, the entire Gan clan will agree to merge into the Kun clan. Quote. Patriarch, Xiaoming's soul, isn't it difficult to cultivate? And it takes time. Lu Kunfeng shook his head and said, the most important thing is that if young Master Shen is to refine the Xiaoming soul, he should pay the price. How to be good? Master Shen can make a small life soul, this is an act against the sky, and it will definitely incur a punishment. Master Shen can't bear it. Long Po said. I only know that the little master can refine the soul of life. As for the process and the cost, I don't know. Shang Tiangan sighed. In short, this is definitely not an easy thing. It is of course not easy to refine a small life soul, but if we can unite with the cadres, we will have the confidence to fight against the Life Soul Palace and the other 4 Life Soul races. Guan Yiyu said. So this matter must be approved by the little master. Shang Tianqian said. If young Master Shen agrees, then there can't be a Xiaoming soul right away, right? Long Po said. If there is no Xiaoming soul, the Gan clan would agree. The Ganzhou just needs the little master to agree. Patriarch, you must know that there is a curse on the little master. Those curses were not particularly strong back then, but because they were improved based on the Yishan curse, the curse has always evolved and become stronger on the little master. If you want to get rid of the various curses on the little master, it is necessary to kill the people who participated in the curse of the 6th clan of life and soul at the beginning. Shang Tianqian said. Yes, as long as you kill all the people who participated in the curse. The Yishan curse on Shen Gongzi will become weaker, and it will be much easier to solve the curse at that time. Long Po nodded. Patriarch, better hurry up. Shang Tiangan said, because the Qian clan wants to get a reply as soon as possible. Actually, I think even if they don't give them a little soul, they are willing to join forces with the Kun clan, it's just for the Qian clan. The Patriarch cannot explain to the tribe. I'm going to talk to Xiaoshang. Guan Yiyu nodded, then left the small hall and returned to the small village where she lived in seclusion. She came to the outside of Chen Zhang's retreat room and took out the talisman to contact Chen Shang first. Although Chen Shang was cultivating, he still kept in touch with the outside world, so he could perceive the movement of the messenger talisman. Anyang, is there anything urgent? Chen Shang asked. Guan Yiyu told Chen Shang about the Yin-Yang clan and the cooperation with the Gan clan through the talisman. If it was before, Chen Shang would definitely hesitate, because for him to refine a small life soul, he really needs to pay a lot of price. However, now he, because he has been immersed in the field of time for many years, has a wealth of experience in refining the soul of a small life, which is not difficult for him. Anyang, you can promise them, but you have to explain to them, I can't give it in a short time. Chen Shang said. Okay, I'm going to tell Shang Tiangan. Guan Yiyu quickly left after speaking, and went to find Shang Tiangan. After Shang Tianqian got a clear answer, he immediately returned to the Qian clan. Not long after, the patriarch of the Gan clan brought people over and made an oath with Guan Yiyu. This strange oath curse restrains both parties, and there are some conditions. If the Kun clan didn't give them a little soul in the end, then the patriarch and other elders would be backlashed by the other oath curse. The patriarch of the Gan clan is a woman, but she is relatively low-key, covered in tulle, and is gentler when talking. She didn't talk much, didn't say much other things. After the talk, she immediately took the people away, and she had to go back and make arrangements as soon as possible so that the Gan and Kun clan would merge. Guan Yiyu and the others are also busy, because the 2 clans of the universe are about to unite, and the news spread quickly. You know, the 2 clan of Chengkan had a very good relationship, but because of great conflicts, they have never been reconciled. Therefore, in the eyes of many people, the 2 clans of the universe are the least likely to be merged, but now they are united. This caused the other 4 Life Soul races and Life Soul Palace to be very surprised by this. The guys who cursed the little master at the beginning are still in the 6th Soul Palace. Shang Tiangan said to Guan Yiyu, if you want to weaken the curse on the little master, you must kill the 6th Soul Palace. The 6th Soul Palace will definitely be eliminated, it's just a matter of time. Guan Yiyu said to Shang Tiangan, you and the elder will go to the clan during this time, and be responsible for handling the handover. And you have to take care of the clan. The senior officials of the 4 great clans escorted over here. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4750, Fate. When Guan Yiyu cleansed the Kun clan before, he tortured them to death. According to the ancient books of the Minghan 6 clan, the more tortured people, the more conducive to the curse. There are many Yishan curses on Chen Shang, and these curses all grow as Chen Shang becomes stronger. Some curses were sleeping, or they thought they couldn't hurt Chen Shang, so they didn't strike. When these curses have grown to a certain stage, they will take effect, and Chen Shang will be uncomfortable then. The Forgetting Fate curse had a big impact on Chen Shang, and the curse that made him grow up also restricted his strength. Fortunately, it was lifted later. What kind of Yishan curse is still hidden on Chen Shang? In fact, even the Life Soul 6 races don't know, because when they were offering sacrifices, they summoned a large number of messy curses from another sky, and poured their brains into Chen Zhang's body. After Guan Yiyu first learned about it, she was very angry, so after catching the evil high-level Kun people, she used various tortures on them. After uniting with the Gan clan, Guan Yiyu breathed a sigh of relief for the time being. If the Qian clan and the Kun clan do not unite, they will be destroyed by the Fate Soul Palace one by one. Now united, if the Palace of Life and Soul wants to start with the second clan of the universe, he must carefully consider it. The strength of the Chenkin clan is very strong, and it is not so easy to destroy it. If you really want to attack the Chenkin clan, you must be fully prepared and make a comprehensive plan. Guan Yiyu came to a hall outside the door of Chen Zhang's room and sat there quietly, letting herself relax for a while before she took out the talisman to contact Chen Shang. Xiaoshang, we are already united with the Gan clan. And there is good news, that is, if the Gan clan catches the guy who cursed you at the beginning, they will **** those guys here, and A Niang will definitely use torture. Treat them well. Guan Yiyu sent a message to Chen Shang. Although she didn't know what Chen Shang was cultivating for, she knew it was a critical juncture, so even if Chen Shang didn't reply, she wouldn't be anxious. Anyang, you two races, you must be optimistic about the energetic stars next. Chen Shang said. Those stars are very important. Don't let these stars run off or be destroyed. Xiaoshang, how important are the stars? We sometimes destroy these stars and then take in the internal energy. Or push these stars to a distance and explode some materials. Guan Yiyu said. Stars can be used to gather creative power and purify it. So we must cherish it. Chen Shang exhorted. Okay, I will continue to practice. When I leave the customs, I will tell you clearly. Okay, I'll go tell them now. Guan Yiyu acted immediately. Outside the little star where Shen's family is, there is a young man in white clothes with a cold expression suspended. The young man looked at this irregular little star with a look of disgust on his face, and then shouted, Shen Tianyu, get out of here. He uses the power of his soul to transform into a special sound wave that can be transmitted to everyone in the Shen family's mind. Being so provoked by others, Shen Tianyu was naturally angry, but he did not go out. Because he knew who the young man outside was, it was Shen Yun. Daddy, it's that bastard. Shen Ningyi gritted his teeth and said, can't we do it? He is the murderer who killed A Niang, and he is still outside to provoke us. Don't worry about him, Shen Tianyu said. Our star has been transformed by the Temple of Crowd World, and he can't get in alone. At this time, Shen Yun's voice came out again. Shen Tianyu, get out of this waste quickly. Shen Yun shouted, if you don't want Chen Shang to have an accident, come out quickly. Hearing that it was about Chen Shang, Shen Tianyu was naturally anxious, but he quickly calmed down, because he knew that Chen Shang was powerful, and it was difficult for others to pose any threat to Chen Shang. Daddy, will they really strike at the eldest brother? Shen Ningyi was also very worried, and Shen Tianyu's arm was buried in it. Your eldest brother is amazing. It's a mere Fate Soul Palace, but he can't help it. Shen Tianyu grinned reluctantly, and said, don't worry. Then he took out the talisman to contact Chen Shang. Chen Shang happened to be in the critical stage of retreat, so there was no immediate answer to Shen Tianyu. Shen Tianyu started to be a little anxious. The **** outside, just talk about it here. Shen Tianyu said, you can't help the man in the Soul Palace, Chen Shang, don't want to scare me. HMPH, it's not that our Life Soul Palace wants to attack Chen Shang. It's another powerful force from another universe, they are eyeing Chen Shang. Shen Yun sneered, you are Chen Zhang's father, you and the whole the Shen family will definitely be implicated. Another different universe. Shen Tianyu suddenly became anxious, because he knew very well that even though Aoshi universe could be considered a different universe, it was too young. Other universes in different heavens have been formed for many years, and the Aoshi universe is simply not comparable. If Chen Shang were here, he would know which other universe Shen Yun was talking about was Wanzhou Mountain. When Wanzhou Mountain let Chen Shang run away, and was also taken away from the Heavenly Mother's fate, the Lord of Wanzhou and the Genesis ancestor there were very angry, because it was equivalent to being beaten in the face. And the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness also cracked later, causing the bridge connecting Aoshi universe to collapse, so they couldn't come in right away. With Chen Shang returning to Aoshi universe, and under Shen Yuanxin's practice, Aoshi universe is growing rapidly. Shen Tianyu was also very worried about Chen Shang, but after thinking about it, he decided to wait for news from Chen Shang. Shen Tianyu, hand over the life in your hands. Shen Yun said coldly. The life is in your hands, it is absolutely worthless. The Palace of Life and Soul has the bones of the universe, and only when you cooperate with the life can you achieve the best. The role is coming. Get out, Shen Tianyu shouted. You hand over the bones of the universe and make the Palace of Soul stronger, so that you can fight back the alien universe. Shen Yun said again. If you don't give it, then the Shen family will surely suffer the possession of Aoshi universe. The creatures scolded. Fuck, Shen Tianyu didn't want to say anything, and once again responded to Shen Yun with this word. Then you wait, the Shen family's life will soon spread throughout the Aoshi universe, you can wait to die. Shen Yun left after speaking, he knew he couldn't get in, so he could only leave. Shen Tianyu is not afraid of threats, because he knows that Chen Shang will not let Aoshi universe fall, not to mention his fate has been given to Chen Shang. In Shen Tianyu's view, no one is more qualified to have a life than Chen Shang. After Shen Yun left, he immediately arranged a large number of people to spread the matter of the Shen family's life and soul, and also explained the power and importance of life and soul. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4751, Mysterious Demon Soul. Shen Yun's move was very vicious, and it was to make the Shen family a public enemy of Aoshi universe. In this way, Aoshi universe would isolate the Shen family. Then the Shen family will have a very difficult life in the future, and they can only give up their lives in the end. Shen Tianyu is also very aware of this rebellious thought. If it were before, he might not be able to withstand this pressure. But now it's different, there is Aoshi temple behind him, he is afraid of a hammer. He believes that as long as there is the Aoshi temple, the Shen family will not be trapped to death, and they can obtain a lot of resources from the Aoshi temple. Chen Shang had greeted Huang Jintian before and asked him to take care of the Shen family, which was not difficult for Huang Jintian. What's more, Shen Tianyu was also a person who had been in contact with the Great Life Soul, and for Huang Jintian, he was a companion. The news about Shen Tianyu's life and soul also quickly spread to the Kun clan. After Guan Yiyu knew about this, she was also quite worried. She didn't know before that Chen Shang provoked such a powerful enemy and offended a powerful lord of the universe. Also, she didn't know that Mingpu was in Shen Tianyu's hands, but after learning the news, she could guess that Mingpu was given to Shen Tianyu. Shen Shang had seen Shen Tianyu before, Guan Yiyu knew about it, so she now suspects that her life is in Shen Zhang's hands, so she feels much more relieved. Guan Yiyu immediately dispatched Lu Kunfeng to contact Shen Tianyu. The Shen family needed help, and she would not stand by. The Six Soul Palace had known for a long time that Shen Tianyu had life in his hands. They had sent people to besiege the little star where the Shen family was located before, but because of the appearance of Chen Shang, they were destroyed by the group. The Six Soul Palace believes that this is the power of fate, so they hope to get fate. This time, they sent a stronger lineup to find the little star where the Shen family is located. Although the little star where Shen's family was located was transferred to a faraway star field by Chen Shang, he was still found, and Shen Tianyu felt helpless too. Both the Palace of Souls and the Palace of Six Souls are robbing their lives, and they have already sent people to the little star where the Shen family is located. Patriarch, if you can't contact the young patriarch now, then we have only one way to go. Elder Huo said. Yes, we ask for the help of the Temple of Aoshi. Shen Tianyu immediately took out the talisman to contact the Temple of Aoshi. After Shen Tianyu contacted Huang Jintian, his heart was cold. Old Shen, I'm being held back now, I'm resisting the forces that are breaking into the Aoshi universe. Huang Jintian also said anxiously, that group of guys, they are from Wanzhou Mountain, they are very scary. Old Shen, your place is not far from the Demon Soul Star territory, you can enter the Demon Soul Star territory. Huang Jintian thought for a while, then said, that star region has been sealed for many years, and the seal is also a growth type. It has swallowed a lot of star domains and became very strong, so hide inside. What? Demon Soul Star region? After entering, we can't get out. Shen Tianyu said, and I heard that the star region is very scary. What are you afraid of? Your son is so powerful, he will have a way to get you out. Go ahead and hide for a while. Huang Jintian said, the Palace of Souls and the Palace of Six Souls are all eyeing you. And that of Mount Wanzhou, the group of guys know that you have life in your hands, so you have to grab it. Huang Jintian knew very well that fate was absorbed by Chen Shang, but in his opinion, everyone believed that fate was in Shen Tianyu's hands as the best, and he did not want Chen Shang to be targeted. Shen Tianyu also volunteered to become a target, so that Chen Shang could buy time to become stronger. Okay, then let's go to the Demon Soul Star territory to see who dares to follow along. Shen Tianyu is still very confident in Chen Shang. After you enter the Demon Soul Star territory, don't provoke the girls inside. There is a Demon Soul Girl Kingdom. Although they can't escape, they have been growing over the years, and I don't know how strong their strength is. In short, it is definitely not weak. Huang Jintian exhorted. Lao Huang, I know. After we enter, we will be honest. Shen Tianyu was also a little worried that after entering the Demon Soul Star region, he would encounter various dangers inside. But now there is no way, he must lead the entire Shen family in, so as to make the Sixth Soul Palace and Fate Soul Palace think fate is really in his hands. Shen Tianyu immediately notified all the elders to control the flight path of the little star and fly to the Demon Soul Star field. After being transformed by the Aoshi Temple, Shaoxing Chen was also very fast, exuding strong light, dragging a long light tail, and flying towards the Demon Soul Star territory. From a distance, the Demon Soul Star field is still very charming and beautiful, covered by golden and brilliant red nebula. In the dark universe, like a huge golden red brilliant flower blooming. The Demon Soul Star field is one of the few super star fields in the Proud universe. For example, the star regions where the Kun clan and the Qian clan are located are very large, and the Demon Soul Star regions are hundreds of times larger than these two star regions. Even the star region where the Sixth Soul Palace and Ming Soul Palace are located is far less than the Demon Soul Star region. The Demon Soul Star territory has been sealed for many years, and no one knows what happened inside, because there is no way to get out after entering, so no news can come out of it. I just know that the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom has a deep relationship with the Heavenly Mother Soul race, and the female demon of the Demon Soul Girl Kingdom is very powerful and dominates the entire Demon Soul Star territory. After Guan Yiyu learned this news, she also knew Shen Tianyu's plan to temporarily enter the Demon Soul Star region to hide, and believed that Chen Shang could rescue them. The Life Soul Palace and Six Soul Palace dared not chase in, and they didn't send anyone in, but they didn't come out in the end. The heads of a few people who came over from Wanzhou Mountain did not believe in evil, followed the small star of the Shen family into the Demon Soul Star territory, and then lost any contact. After Chen Shang dissipated his own cultivation base and soul sea, he practiced for tens of thousands of years inside the Six Tao Divine Mirror, and finally created a relatively perfect practice law. I have cultivated a life pattern. A life pattern is equivalent to the triple soul sea, and in the process of cultivation, it is easier to cultivate than the soul sea. Chen Shang said, the premise is that there is a certain foundation for the six paths of cultivation. Brother, in that case, is your current strength restored to what it was before? Sister Xiao Jing said very happily. Yes, it's stronger than before. Chen Shang smiled. This will belong to Aoshi Universe's practice rules. Those guys at Wanzhou Mountain can't adapt to it. So has the rule been formed? Sister Xiao Jing frowned. Why don't I feel it yet? The law hasn't been formed yet. Chen Shang closed his eyes and sighed, I missed a step before. To form a law, you must have a great soul. Aoshi Universe has no great life soul. Ah, what should I do then? Little Mirror Sister said very sadly, if you can't form a practice law, isn't it useless? World Defying Dan God Chapter 4752, Summon the Soul of Life. Chen Shang also has a headache now. Without the great life soul, there is no way to form a practice law in Aoshi Universe. The six paths of practice, did you pass the Daming soul back then? Little Jing asked. I don't seem to feel it. After you cultivated the six Daoming souls, it was formed in Aoshi Universe. Life and soul contact. Because the six souls of life are in the arrogant universe, so after the law is formed, the soul of the big life absorbs the laws, and then the law of practice spreads to the entire universe. Chen Shang said. For an analogy, it is equivalent to the soul of the big life mastering the six realms. Practice the law, and then you can gradually teach the entire universe. Ah, what should I do now? Sister Xiao Jing was also very anxious, and said, Brother, you should be able to practice one, right? No, Chen Shang shook his head and sighed. I also want to refine a great life soul, but the conditions are not allowed. Aoshi Shenlu is a small life soul. If you want to make a great life soul, then Aoshi Shen furnace itself at least it also has to be a great soul. That's right, little life soul is like a baby, how can it be possible to give birth to an adult? Sister Xiao Jing understands this way. Girl Jing, there is another way. Chen Shang said, Ms. Linglong is a great soul. Although she is very weak, she is a great soul. She said before that she was going to a place, not to die, you can find a way to get her back. Yeah, she has the 12 life soul Yuanju, 2 of which are in our hands. Little Jing said. Some senior members of the 6th clan of Life and Soul have Life Soul Yuanju in their hands, but that is no longer important to Chen Shang. Time Yuanju and Space Yuanju are enough for Chen Shang, and Aoshi Universe will also be able to nurture a powerful enough Life Soul Yuanju in the future. We should be able to contact Linglong's mother-in-law through Time Yuanju and Space Yuanju. Chen Shang said, if we can get in touch, we should be able to move her across space too. Brother, where did you say Granny Linglong went? Sister Xiaojing asked. She said at the beginning that she was going to a place, but she didn't know where it was. Is that place the home of the soul of Daming? I suspect it's another day. Chen Shang said, let's start now, let's contact Granny Linglong. Sister Xiaojing immediately used the power of Space Yuanju and Time Yuanju, and then began to work. Chen Shang injected his own consciousness into the 2 Yuanju, allowing the little mirror sister to control the energy of the Yuanju to spread. Yuan Zhu can continuously inject Chen Zhang's consciousness into it, spreading it to far, far away, and even penetrate the space to reach other spaces. This process is still very energy-consuming. Fortunately, when entering Wanzhou Mountain before the 6 God Mirrors, a lot of resources were obtained, and a lot of resources were reserved, and it was also affordable. After waiting for a long time, Chen Shang received a response. Little Master, you are so amazing, you can even send messages to such a place. Granny Linglong responded, and she followed the time and space energy waves emitted by the 6 divine mirrors. Mr. Linglong, I miss you so much. Sister Xiaojing shouted. Where are you? Can you come back? Mother-in-law, I finally got in touch with you. You are still there, that's great. Chen Shang was also very happy. After all, Granny Linglong also helped them a lot back then. It seems that you have grown a lot again. You are all stronger. Granny Linglong was also very relieved and said cheerfully, Girl Jing, I miss you too. I can't go back. I'm trapped here. Place, there is really no way to find you. Mother-in-law, I have important things to ask for your help. Where are you? I will rescue you, Chen Shang said. I'm outside the Aoshi universe. I don't know why, I was suddenly sucked into this space by a burst of energy, and then I have been floating here. Granny Linglong said, here, there are many life souls of the universe, those life souls. The soul is very broken, and it has been absorbed by me. Ah, doesn't it mean that mother-in-law is very strong now? Chen Shang was overjoyed. It's more energetic than before, but what's the use? I'm still trapped here, and I won't be absorbed when I can't say it. Granny Linglong sighed. I always feel that after the destruction of the universe, the soul of life everyone will come to a place where only mermaid meat can be eaten. Chen Shang thought of Wanzhou Mountain. Wanzhou Mountain has created a large number of universes before. For example, the universe in the Universe Divine Sea is related to Wanzhou Mountain. But later, the entire universe of gods was destroyed, and the life souls of the universe might have flowed into one place. Chen Shang and Linglong's mother-in-law talked about the universe Shanhai and Wanzhou Mountain. I have indeed heard of the universe Shanhai and Wanzhou Mountain. After I got this place and came into contact with other universe life and souls, I gradually learned about these things. Granny Linglong said, the space where I am should be with Wanzhou Mountain. It doesn't matter, because there are also some great souls from inside Wanzhou Mountain. Ah, what the asterisk is it? Chen Shang was also confused. He thought Granny Linglong was arrested by Wanzhoushan. If it is really Wanzhou Mountain, Chen Shang thinks it's easy to handle, at least he knows where he can get in and rescue Linglong mother-in-law again. But now even Linglong's mother-in-law doesn't know where she is, and there is no way to rescue her. I suspect that the space I'm in is between Aoshi universe and another sky. Granny Linglong said, I can feel that there are 2 space walls, one is very thick, and also very strong. It is very likely that they are connected. The other one is very thin, but gradually thicker, it should be the space wall of Aoshi universe. Between Aoshi universe and another sky. Doesn't that mean that Aoshi universe and another sky are very close? Chen Shang was very surprised, but this shows that another sky can penetrate the space wall at any time. It should be like this. Said Granny Linglong, Little Master, I am floating in this space now, and I don't know what to do. I can only wait for more and more great souls to arrive and then swallow them. Those great souls become stronger, and when they are strong enough, I will be able to break through the space wall and go out. Mother-in-law, I suspect, the space you are in was deliberately created by someone. In order to concentrate your wandering life and soul. Let you life and soul fight together. When you are strong enough, you will be taken by others. Go, do something else. Chen Shang didn't know why, suddenly he had this idea. Ah, then I was raised like a pig. Granny Linglong was a little worried. Mother-in-law, I think of ways to weaken the space wall, and then we cooperate to get you out. Chen Shang said. Try it, Linglong mother-in-law said. Chen Shang can't try here. If there is a lot of movement, maybe the entire Tianquan star field will be affected. Brother, let's go to Xiao Yuanxin. She opened up the double dimension of the universe, and she also has a certain understanding of space. Little Jing said. Good. Chen Shang walked out of the 6 magic mirrors to say goodbye to Guan Yiyu. At this time, he took out the talisman and received the news from Shen Tianyu. After receiving it, his expression changed. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4753, Lifestyle Practice. Chen Shang had already learned of what happened to the Shen family, and Shen Yun went to find Shen Tianyu, and then told the major forces that his life was in Shen Tianyu's hands, causing Shen Tianyu to enter the Demon Soul Star region to hide. Then, he received the news from Huang Jintian that Huang Jintian was taking the temple of Aoshi to stop Wanzhou Mountain from invading the Aoshi universe. Huang Jintian said, he can't resist it for long, and it's impossible to resist it. The forces of Wanzhou Mountain will enter Aoshi universe sooner or later. What he can do is to delay time, let everyone in Aoshi universe fight for time to become stronger, or be prepared to deal with it. Chen Shang continued to read the news from other people. News came from Lu Meng'er. She told Chen Shang that both Zillion and Kalian were in their 100 Flowers Temple. The East Xuanzhou continent where they are located, floating in the universe, is going to support Huang Jintian. Above Eastern Xuanzhou, there are also Tianmu Soul Race and Tianmu Holy Palace. There are already many powerful people, and they are all willing to fight against Wanzhou Mountain. Kalian also told Chen Shang that what she can do now is to temporarily block Wanzhou Mountain from entering, and like Huang Jintian and others, she must buy time for Aoshi universe. Chen Shang knew very well that with his current strength, even the past could not stop Wanzhou Mountain from coming in. Both the Temple of Aoshi and the Temple of 100 Flowers have gone, so he doesn't need to participate in this matter. What he has to do is to make the law of practice established in the Aoshi universe as soon as possible. Chen Shang also asked Lu Meng'er about Shen Zhenyi, because Shen Zhenyi is the queen of the demon soul. Chen Shang wanted to know about the situation in the demon soul star territory, but she learned that Shen Zhenyi had returned to the demon soul star territory very early, could not be reached. This means that Chen Shang must go to the Demon Soul Star region in the future. After a brief communication with Lu Meng'er, Guan Yiyu came. She also briefly talked about the current situation. Anyang, I'm going to a place. It may take a while to come back. During this time, if you encounter a very powerful enemy, don't try hard, wait for me to come back. Chen Shang said. Xiaoshang, are you going to the Life Soul Palace to get the bones of the universe? Guan Yiyu didn't know what Chen Shang was going to do. She worries that Chen Shang will do everything in order to become stronger. The bones of the universe can make people stronger, so she thinks Chen Shang is going to get the bones of the universe. No, the bone of the universe is not worth mentioning compared to what I want to do. Chen Shang smiled and said, the bone of the universe is very important, but I don't really need it. The reason why I want to take it away, I just don't want to let the Palace of Souls get it. With Chen Zhang's current ability, he can make the bones of the universe. It's just that the bones of the universe falling into the hands of the Palace of Souls will make him very uncomfortable, so he wants to get it back. Okay, Guan Yiyu didn't ask any more, and exhorted, be careful about everything. Chen Shang left the Tianquan star field immediately. He made a space jump through the 6 divine mirrors, and came directly to the Saint Profound Star. The second dimension of the Aoshi universe must be entered from the Saint Profound Star. Saint Profound Star now has many enchantments, and it is very difficult to descend on Saint Profound Star, let alone enter the dual universe through Saint Profound Star. Chen Shang also tossed for a while before entering the dual universe, and contacted Shen Yuanxin. He told Shen Yuanxin the situation. Xiao Yuanxin, this is the situation. We need a big life soul, otherwise the practice rules we created cannot form a law in Aoshi universe. Chen Shang said, I need your help to save Linglong mother-in-law. Quote, Daddy, I can help you do it. I can give you as much strength as possible to help you and Aunt Jing run the 6 magic mirrors. Shen Yuanxin said. Then start now. Chen Shang nodded. With the help of Shen Yuanxin, the 6 magic mirrors gained more powerful space power, and after sensing the Linglong mother-in-law, they immediately attacked the space wall. This process is also very difficult, consumes a huge amount of energy, and finally opened a small mouth. After Linglong's mother-in-law sensed it, she immediately flew out and came directly to this dual dimension. So powerful. Is this the power of the great life soul? Sister Xiao Jing exclaimed. Mother-in-law, Chen Shang also yelled in surprise, is that you? The Linglong mother-in-law at this moment looks like a huge white ball, like a white scorching sun, floating in the air. It's me. Linglong mother-in-law smiled. This great soul is much stronger than before. Shen Yuanxin was also surprised. Cosmic Yuanxin, it's amazing, Granny Linglong said. This cosmic Yuanxin also has its own consciousness. Mother-in-law, are you willing to become the soul of Aoshi universe? Shen Yuanxin said, I, the person with the origin and fate of the universe, recognize you. It was you who saved me. If you really need me, then I am willing to become the soul of the great life. Linglong mother-in-law said. Then let's start now, Shen Yuanxin said. Daddy, you wait to relax, I need to mobilize your lifestyle. Okay, Shen Shang also felt relieved. Shen Yuanxin will start immediately. She wants to establish a connection between Chen Zhang's lifestyle and Linglong's mother-in-law, and Shen Yuanxin will also participate in it. After completion, Linglong's mother-in-law levitated to a high altitude, and then burst open suddenly. Ah, Granny Linglong, Sister Xiao Jing shouted, she has integrated into the Aoshi universe. Shen Yuanxin said, the mother-in-law has just become the great life soul. She needs to adapt, and her current state is also very peculiar. She may be in an unconscious state, but as the universe great life soul, it works well. Brother, what's next? Sister Xiao Jing asked, has your practice spread in Aoshi universe? I don't know. Chen Shang closed his eyes, shook his head, and said, I don't seem to feel anything. I feel it, Shen Yuanxin exclaimed, Daddy, your practice method is so powerful. If you practice according to your practice method, the creatures of Aoshi universe will definitely be stronger than Wanzhou Mountain. Ah, is this formed? Chen Shang said in surprise. Sister Xiao Jing has always been with Shen Shang, and she is also considered the 6 fate souls, so she knows Chen Zhang's practice rules very well, but she also has a strange feeling now, as if she has realized something in the faintness. In the Aoshi universe, if the cultivation has reached a certain stage, or is at a bottleneck, they will gradually understand it. Shen Yuanxin smiled and said, Daddy, this is called the law of lifestyle cultivation. Finally, Chen Shang sighed and laughed, the 6 principles of practice and the law of lifestyle. It should be enough for Aoshi universe to grow for a while. We, Aoshi universe, have our own rules of practice, so we don't need to study the soul sea anymore. The law of practice. Chen Shang immediately took out the messenger talisman and told his relatives and friends about the rules of life and practice, so that they could understand it as soon as possible and find out the right way of practice. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4754, 4 Different Heavens. The law of fate practice has spread quickly in the Aoshi universe. Although Linglong mother-in-law is in a deep sleep, she is also practicing the law of fate practice. There are some powerful and highly savvy creatures in the Aoshi universe, and they have gradually realized something at this moment. Gradually, there was a vague path of practice in my mind, and I vaguely felt that through the 6 paths of practice, I could cultivate my own lifestyle. Regarding the cosmic destiny, the strong and the arrogant universe have long known it, but this kind of thing is not envious, because only a few people have the cosmic destiny, and they are all fateful people. But now, everyone can practice their own destiny, which is crazy. Of course, the fate that they cultivated is different from the fate of the universe that Shen Shang possesses. Chen Zhang's cosmic fate is far above these small fate. Even the small lifestyle that Chen Shang cultivated in order to create the law of lifestyle cultivation is much stronger than other people's. I have cultivated a life pattern, and for each of the 6 cultivation bases, I can cultivate to the highest level 500. I now have 2 life patterns, and I can cultivate to 1,000 orders in each of them. Chen Shang closed his eyes, sitting in the 6-way magic mirror to feel it. Brother, I only have 1 fate now, and I have to cultivate a lot of fate. Sister Xiao Jing smiled. When Chen Shang possesses a fate, one of the 6 realms can reach rank 500, and the others are only rank 300 at most. This is the gap. And some people with core qualifications might only be able to cultivate to the 200th level. But no matter what, this is better than the Soul Sea practice. If it is the Soul Sea practice principle, it is very difficult to cultivate the Soul Sea, and there is also the risk of the soul flying away, and it is even more difficult to cultivate in the Aoshi universe. The current law of lifestyle practice is easier to master than the Soul Sea practice. Especially for those who have a high level of cultivation of the 6 paths, they can easily cut into the principles of lifestyle cultivation, and they can use the 6 elements of their cultivation to condense life soul and life soul, and then merge into lifestyle. Of course, the fate and soul that they cultivated are only their own fate and soul. Different from those fate souls that Chen Shang had refined before. The life soul refined by Chen Shang before, but the universe's small life soul level. After Chen Shang has integrated the set of laws that govern the movement of the universe, he then improved it into a practice method, so that it can be synchronized with the entire universe, making it easier to improve. Even people like Huang Jintian and Guan Yiyu who have a good relationship with Chen Shang don't know that the law of lifestyle practice was created by Chen Shang. They all believed that this should be what Aoshi universe originally had, and Chen Shang told them after realizing it. Chen Shang didn't tell them more about this, because even he himself felt that it was possible that Aoshi universe had it in the first place, but was just unearthed by him. On the side of Wanzhou Mountain, the Lord of Wanzhou and the originator of creation, they also learned the news. Fate training rules, shit. The Lord of 10,000 universes said coldly, how can humans cultivate fate? The fate they cultivate is just condensed stones in their bodies, which cannot be regarded as fate. Only the universe can do it. Cultivation leads to life. But no matter what, their practice rules are really brilliant. Chuangshi Zuyuan voiced solemnly, and it can weaken the sense of existence of Chuangshi power, which is very unfavorable to me. Presumably this is the man named Chen Shang. The guy did it. I really shouldn't have let go of that kid. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. Isn't it just a set of practice rules? What's to be afraid of? Our Soul Sea practice is the best. We have used it for so many years and cultivated countless strong people. His new practice rules will definitely have many problems. The Lord of 10,000 universes disagreed, and said, what lifestyle is cultivated? I am afraid that they will not be able to cultivate anything, and then they will be destroyed by us. In short, don't be underestimated. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. Aoshi universe is very special, in the center of the 4 different heavens, and I don't know how to get there. The current practice law, I am afraid it will be offensive. Another day. Why? The Lord of 10,000 universes doesn't know much about the other sky, but he knows that the origin of the creation ancestors came from another sky, so he must know something. Fate format, if it can be cultivated, and everyone can cultivate a large amount. It is equivalent to a large number of creatures in the Aoshi universe, all of which can reserve energy through the practice of life format. Said, know that after they absorb energy through this practice law, it belongs to them. In other words, the entire Aoshi universe will turn into a vortex by then, condensing all the energy. Said the Lord of 10,000 universes. Yes, if there are enough creatures in the Aoshi universe, flowers, and grasses, they can comprehend the law of fate practice, and even stones can cultivate fate. That's horrible. The demand for energy is very huge. Chuangshizuyuan said. No matter how many Chuangshizuyuan there are, it is estimated that they will be sucked up. Is it so serious? Wanzhou Mountain's Soul Sea cultivation method also condenses a lot of energy. The Lord of Wanzhou was a little unconvinced. You creatures of Wanzhou Mountain, the energy condensed from the Soul Sea through cultivation still belongs to the creation power. It can always be controlled. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. But Aoshi universe is different. They absorb the power of creation and condense their fate. After the grid, the energy is theirs. If they die, the energy will stay in the Aoshi universe. This will destroy the balance of the 4 different heavens. Chuangshi Zuyuan's voice became more and more serious. At that time, our Wanzhou Mountain may all suffer. Really, the Aoshi universe must be destroyed. They must be killed as soon as possible. The Lord of 10,000 universes also felt that the matter was a bit serious at this moment. The creatures of Wanzhou Mountain, the energy they absorb are all creation power. After their death, the creation power will still be the creation power, and will return to the origin of the creation ancestors. However, Aoshi Universe's lifestyle practice rules can completely cut off the connection between energy and the origin of creation. After the creatures of Aoshi Universe die, the Genesis ancestor Yuan cannot recover the energy, so the energy will drift in the Aoshi Universe. After the Aoshi Universe gathers energy, it will become stronger and stronger. The Lord of Wanzhou knows very well that the reason why Wanzhou Mountain is strong is because the creation ancestor source injected a lot of energy in, so Wanzhou Mountain is also under the control of the creation ancestor source. And if Aoshi Universe is out of control, it would be too terrifying, maybe even another sky would be threatened. Then what are we going to do now? The Lord of 10,000 Universes asked. As long as you swallow Aoshi Universe and let Aoshi Universe become a part of Wanzhou Mountain, that's fine. Chuangshi Zuyuan smiled, this should be no problem. Aoshi Universe does not have a big life soul now, it is very weak. Okay, it's best not to disturb the other sky, if they know the threat of Aoshi Universe, if they directly take action, we won't be able to eat this piece of meat. The Lord of 10,000 Universes laughed. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4755, Star Hall. Chen Shang left the dual dimension of Aoshi Universe, and now he wants to rush to the Palace of Fate and Soul to take the bones of the universe. He knew that the law of lifestyle cultivation would make Aoshi Universe very strong, but he didn't expect it to be so exaggerated. In this respect, the Genesis ancestor Yuan sees more long-term than they do. If Aoshi Universe continues to develop, it can absorb the several Genesis ancestral Yuan who invaded the Aoshi Universe. Anyang, seize the time to practice, and cultivate two life patterns as soon as possible. Chen Shang took out the communication talisman and sent a message to Guan Yiyu, and said, the 6 principles of practice and the rules of life and practice complement each other and can make your body stronger. It seems that we have to abandon the original Soul Sea. Guan Yiyu said, it's a bit reluctant. We must give up the Soul Sea cultivation method. Chen Shang said, I also gave up before. In the process of giving up, we can further hone our state of mind, which is also beneficial. What I am worried about is, by then most people will not be able to adapt. And abandoning the original cultivation level is equivalent to a regression in strength, and many people are reluctant to try. Guan Yiyu said many people's concerns. Don't worry about this. After giving up, lifestyle practice will make people stronger and faster. Chen Shang said. Because lifestyle practice is the same as the law of the universe's movement and growth, which means that it can be maintained with the universe. The same pace can make people realize more of the power of the universe. Really? Guan Yiyu exclaimed. When someone tries to become stronger, those who are unwilling to try and don't want to lag behind others, they will change their minds too. Chen Shang smiled. Anyang, you are the patriarch, you will know if you try. And everyone will have different perceptions when they are practicing. I will try it as soon as possible. Guan Yiyu also knew that this was what Chen Shang had learned from her retreat, and she naturally believed in her son. I'm going to Fate Soul Palace. Chen Shang said, Shen Yun is in Fate Soul Palace, right? I will meet him. Xiaoshang, you have to worry about the Palace of Souls. Guan Yiyu exhorted. Behind the Palace of Souls, there are several mysterious powers secretly supporting it. I know. Chen Shang said, when I take the bones of the universe, I will go to the Demon Soul Star region. I don't know what happened to the Demon Soul Star territory, it became very strange there. Guan Yiyu said, I hope everything is well. Anyang, tell the patriarch of the Qian clan. I will give her a small life soul as soon as possible, so don't worry about it. It's best to ask her to hurry up and start practicing lifestyle. Chen Shang said. I know, I'll go find her now. Guan Yiyu said. Then be careful with everything, we'll see you later. Sitting on the 6th Dao Divine Mirror, Chen Shang also began to teach the Ape Demon Dragon and the Lord of the Boundless City. The Lord of Boundless City, Xie Wuxin, Li Xiongtian and Zhang Xiaoshui were all brought by Chen Shang from Wanzhou Mountain. Their talents are good, their strength is strong enough, and they can work, so Chen Shang also needs them to become stronger, and they will be used to deal with Wanzhou Mountain in the future. Chen Shang felt that it was a pity that he didn't get Su Quan's master at that time, and he doesn't know what happened to Su Quan's master now. Chen Shang was rushing to the Palace of Life Soul, but received news from Huang Jintian. Boy, you made the rules of life practice, right? You are too good, ha ha ha. After Huang Jintian realized it by himself, he only felt it was very powerful. He thought it was Chen Shang who realized it before. But he thought about it carefully, knowing that there is no great life soul in Aoshi universe, and that the new law needs the great life soul to function and spread. Huang Jintian, who integrates the memory of the soul of life, is also very clear about these things, and also knows that the 6 principles of practice were invented by Chen Shang. So he has determined one thing now, that is, Aoshi universe has the great life soul again, and it is also very powerful. Master, how long can you block over there? Chen Shang asked. It can hold back for a while. By the way, there is a guy called Bailing Supreme on Wanzhou Mountain. Did you have any feasts with him? This guy mentioned you. I said I was your master, and he was going to fight with him. I'm desperate. Huang Jintian smiled. This little white face is very strong, but he can't get me. Huang Jintian has already met Bailing Supreme, which surprised Chen Shang, which shows that Wanzhou is now working together to attack Aoshi universe. There are 2 forces in Wanzhou Mountain, the inner skyless domain is one, and the outer Wanzhou Mountain is the same. But now they all seem to be united. Senior Bai Ling, I have a holiday with him. Chen Shang laughed and said, this guy is very arrogant, master, please help me greet his family. Got it, Huang Jintian said with a smile, do you want to come over to us? No, I'm going to the Palace of Souls and Souls to get the bones of the universe. Chen Shang said. I suspect that there is an ancestor source in the Fate Soul Palace. Be careful and run away depending on the situation. Huang Jintian said, you are very important to Aoshi universe. Don't let yourself be sealed or anything, we will not be there by then. Can't stand it. Understood. Chen Shang put away the messenger talisman. If there is really a Genesis ancestor in the Life Soul Palace, it is indeed very dangerous. Creation ancestor source. I don't know what the creation ancestral source of our universe is like. Chen Shang also really wanted to meet the Genesis ancestral origin, but his current strength is not yet allowed. If he really fights then, he can only rely on the 6 magic mirrors. After half a day, Chen Shang saw 10 huge stars in front of him, surrounding a palace. That palace seems to be carved out of stars, bigger than those 10 stars. Is this the Palace of Fate Soul? Chen Shang looked at it from a distance, and only felt very shocked. Every star surrounding the Palace of Souls was almost the same as Shenkan's star. Even if Chen Shang used the 6 magic mirrors, it was not so easy to penetrate the large array of 10 stars. Brother, there is the breath of the origin of the creation of the world. Sister Xiaojing is very sensitive. Yeah, Chen Shang nodded and said, it is estimated that those stars are all condensed from the energy of the Genesis ancestor. Such a strong barrier, it's hard for us to get in. Sister Xiaojing said solemnly, the lair of the Palace of Souls is more powerful than we thought. After all, it is the Palace of Life and Soul, and with the support of the Genesis ancestor Yuan, it will definitely be very strong. Chen Shang stretched his bones and said, Sister Jing, we are going to fight a tough battle next. Brother, I'm ready, Sister Xiaojing said. Suzaku Rukingsi has also regained consciousness, which can be of great help to you. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4756, Mirror. In Aoshi universe, there are not too many powerful enemies with high cultivation bases. If they come from Wanzhou Mountain, Chen Shang must be very careful. Those of Wanzhou Mountain are still very strong. They have cultivated multiple soul seas and have absorbed the power of creation for many years. If they come to the Aoshi universe, they will bring chaos. At that time, Chen Shang would have no way to deal with them, he could only temporarily leave Aoshi universe in a long-term chaos, and wait for them to become stronger, and then wipe out the root of the chaos. Brother, Chuangshizuyuan seems to be unable to fight, right? This kind of thing can only control other people by controlling the creation power. Little Jing said, the Chuangshizu you met in Wanzhou Mountain back then. Yuan, what is it like? It's true that it can't be transformed into a human being, but maybe the Genesis ancestor Yuan can condense something with creation power, such as condensing into a beast. Chen Shang said, in short, this thing is very difficult to deal with. The 6 divine mirrors gradually approached the barrier of the Life Soul Palace. After they got closer, Chen Shang and Sister Xiaojing felt the terrifying part of this barrier. Enchantment is not only very strong defense, but also has the ability to counterattack. If you want to forcibly attack the enchantment, it will cause the enchantment to burst out with a strong energy counterattack. Fate Soul Palace is really amazing. Little Mirror said, that 6 Soul Palace might be just as strong. These guys have the origins of creation. It's hard to get in. Chen Shang had planned to attack by force before, but only after getting closer did he realize that if he attacked this star barrier, he would definitely be seriously injured by the barrier's counterattack. There is no way to get in. Little Mirror said, I just checked, this enchantment is different from what we have encountered in the past. Brother, this enemy hidden in Aoshi Universe seems to be more powerful than Wanzhou Mountain. What? Aoshi Universe has several Genesis ancestral origins. Wanzhou Mountain seems to be in charge of the Lord of 10,000 universes, but in essence, Wanzhou Mountain is still in the hands of the Genesis ancestor origin. Chen Shang said, this is the Genesis ancestral origin. Things are very scary. Chen Shang was almost bewildered by the Genesis ancestor before. He was thinking of moving the Genesis ancestor to Aoshi Universe, so that Aoshi Universe could have a source of unleashing the power of creation. However, now that he doesn't need to look for it, several Genesis ancestors come to the door, and those Genesis ancestors are uneasy in kind. Then do we want to fight hard? Little Mirror said, it's hard to get in, and we can only fight hard. Chen Shang didn't answer right away, he was thinking about it. If they fight hard, the movement must be great, and they don't know how many powerful things are hidden in the Palace of Souls. If they were besieged at that time, it might be difficult for them to escape. After all, this is someone else's lair. He came single-handedly and attacked with an open mind. It is impossible for the Palace of Souls to honestly let him attack. Sister Jing, Ming Soul Palace and Six Soul Palace should all know that I am back. And Wanzhou Mountain also knows that I am in Aoshi Universe. Chen Shang suddenly thought about it, and said, but they all thought I was very weak. Should I tell them now that I am actually not easy to mess with? I should indeed let them know, lest they all think that you, the person who created the proud universe, is very bullied. Sister Xiao Jing said, we attack the Palace of Fate Soul, even if we can't get the bones of the universe, they will suffer heavy losses. Well, this is also a test of our strength. Chen Shang looked at the supergiant hall surrounded by 10 huge stars. Life Soul Palace is too comfortable here, and there is such a strong defense, even if Wanzhou Mountain comes over, it will be difficult to break through their enchantment in a short time. Brother, let me attack the enchantment in a moment. If it breaks, you will get in and leave everything outside to me. Sister Xiaojing is also fighting high now. Okay, let's start. Chen Shang took out the Qinglong 2 magic knife. The 6 divine mirrors turned into a bolt of lightning, flew into the high air, and then gradually grew larger. The speed of getting bigger is very fast. From a distance, it was only a small point, but it became bigger in the blink of an eye, and then it kept increasing. Only for a while, the 6 divine mirrors floating above the Life Soul Palace completely enveloped the enchantment of the 10 huge stars below. How could Life Soul Palace not know such a big movement, and that enchantment also broke out a very strong attack? I saw 10 stars spinning frantically, and every time they rotated, there would be a group of 6 magic mirrors rushing into the air with lightning energy. The 6 magic mirrors run the 6 Tai Chi arrays, absorbing all that energy. Brother, I'm going to run the Aoshi Universe map. Sister Xiaojing said suddenly. I will try my best to break through the barrier, you will break in at that time. The Aoshi Universe picture suddenly appeared, and only the phantom shadows of countless huge stars appeared on the mirror surface of the 6 gods' mirror. Moreover, around the 6 gods' mirrors, there are many phantoms of stars, and countless stars have transformed into different kinds of stars, and thousands of stars have formed a star array. Boom! At the same time as the loud noise, the huge mirror surface of the 6 gods' mirror also burst with strong light, and then a white light burst out, impacting the enchantment of the Life Soul Palace below. With the attack of the 6 gods' mirror, even the space was fluctuating. If it weren't for the current space of Aoshi Universe, it would have been torn apart just now. The 6 paths of the magic mirror is getting stronger and stronger. If you cultivate a few lifestyles, you still have it. Chen Shang was very pleased in his heart, but he was also a little worried, afraid that the 6 paths of the magic mirror would be seriously damaged. At this time, he saw a crack in the barrier. He seized the opportunity, flew over and rushed in through the crack. There are so many people in the Fate Soul Palace, and they all fly out of the Fate Soul Palace at this moment, because the movement is too big, and the Fate Soul Palace is too huge. It was shocked by the shock wave several times just now, as if it would crack at any time. The people who flew out of the Palace of Souls, as soon as they came out, saw the 6 divine mirrors spewing out of lightning, huge stars in the sky, but they were all frightened. How did they see this kind of battle? You know, although the astrology released by the Aoshi universe map is only a phantom, it looks very real and has a terrifying aura. The soul power. The arrogant universe map of the 6 magic mirrors can also burst out a very powerful soul power. Chen Shang mixed in the crowd, and could feel the power of the soul power. The 6 divine mirrors swirled, and a large number of stars continued to fall. Although they were only phantoms, they also carried energy. They continued to fall on the enchantment, making continuous tremors, which was terrifying. Chen Shang can now sense where the bones of the universe are. He combines the essence of the universe and life. After passing through the barrier, he can clearly feel where the bones of the universe are in the Palace of Life Soul. He quickly rushed into the Life Soul Palace, and at this time, he could feel that there were many people with strong auras flying towards the sky, and they were attacking the 6 magic mirrors. Do you like this sight? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4757, Ancestralized People. I have to get it done quickly, otherwise Sister Jing can't hold it. Chen Shang rushed into the Palace of Life Soul, which was too huge, like a maze. Of course, Chen Shang would not detour inside, but slashed all the way with the Azure Dragon Slaughter Demon Sword, following his feelings to the location of the bones of the universe. Along the way, Chen Shang also encountered many people's obstacles, but he did it all with a few strokes. Chen Zhang's current physical strength is very strong, and without the power of the 6 elements and lifestyle, the physical strength alone can kill those who are obstructing it. Not long after, Chen Shang came to a round, very spacious stone room. The stone room is surrounded by glittering gold. And in the middle, there is a very short bone floating, only the size of a finger. It is a translucent golden crystal. That is the bone of the universe. Chen Shang just came in, just glanced at the bones of the universe, and a sword pierced him. I have to say that the speed of this stabbing sword is so fast that Chen Shang didn't avoid it, and when he came in, he didn't feel anyone here. So he was stabbed by this sword. However, what surprised Chen Shang himself was that after this sword pierced his flesh, it was blocked by a bone in his body. Chen Shang, who is fused with the essence of the universe, has very strong bones, blocking this sword. Chen Shang snorted, his body exploded with strength, shaking the person who was close to him, and at the same time making up thousands of knives in an instant. At the moment, Chen Shang also saw that person. He was a cruel young man. It was Shen Yun. Seeing Chen Zhang's face, Shen Yun probably guessed that the person who came was Chen Shang. Are you Chen Shang? Shen Yun was shocked. He thought that the person who attacked the Palace of Souls this time was either the Palace of 6 Souls or Mount Wanzhou. Unexpectedly, the person here was actually Chen Shang. In their eyes, Chen Shang is not a threat at all. The main reason was that Chen Shang was surrounded by many Yishan curses, and then there was no huge force behind Chen Shang, and his personal cultivation level was also very ordinary. You are the Shen Yun. If you can meet you here, then I will just clear the door. Chen Shang finished speaking and released a tower. There are dozens of soul servants in this tower, which Guan Yiyu gave him. These soul servants can open the last barrier that seals the bones of the universe, and only they can open that barrier. Shen Yun had always wanted to get the bone of the universe, but he couldn't open this barrier, so he ran to this place now, hoping that after the Life Soul Palace was attacked, the barrier that sealed the bone of the universe would be broken. However, before this barrier was broken, Chen Shang came. Soul Servant. When Shen Yun saw a large group of souls rushing towards the bones of the universe, his eyes were red, jealous, and shouted, "Why are the soul servants in your hands? Why can't it be in my hands?" Chen Shang sneered. He had come to Shen Yun. Chen Shang, don't think that you created the Aoshi universe. You can do whatever you want. No matter what universe it is, it depends on strength to speak. Shen Yun suddenly flashed, only to see a halo after another suddenly appeared behind him, and then there were 10 layers in total. After 10 dazzling auras appeared behind Shen Yun, the aura of his whole person increased a lot, and he could feel his strength suddenly soaring. Have you seen it? This is the power of the Soul Sea. I have 10 Soul Seas. What do you have? A smug smile appeared at the corner of Shen Yun's mouth. Chen Shang, you are out of date. You probably don't know what Soul Sea is. Bar. Soul Sea. This is an obsolete thing. The path of Aoshi universe is to practice fate. Chen Shang said, the Soul Sea practice is far worse than the fate practice. Ha ha ha, you are such an idiot. What kind of ***** lifestyle practice rules, only idiots can believe. This is obviously a powerful force. I don't know what way people have the illusion of understanding the rules of practice, it is a lie. Shen Yun sneered. There is a creation ancestor in the Palace of Fate Soul, it tells us. Excuse me, I created the law of lifestyle practice. I am the person who created the Aoshi universe, and my practice rules are the same as those of the Outworld universe. Chen Shang finished speaking and released the fate that he had cultivated before. This fate looks like a stone, and it's still just a phantom, but the astral power is extremely terrifying. Shen Yun's expression suddenly changed. Because the soul sea halo he released was suppressed by Chen Zhang's soul power in an instant. Have you seen it? This is just the effect of a life pattern. Moreover, it is much easier to cultivate a life pattern than to cultivate the soul sea. Chen Shang said, you who cultivate the soul sea, you need to give up the soul sea in order to cultivate life. Zhe, are you willing? Impossible, impossible. Creating Ancestor Yuan cannot lie to us. There is nothing better than the soul sea cultivation method. Shen Yun screamed like he broke the defense. Idiot, Chuangshi Zuyuan is the most deceiving. When I was in Wanzhou Mountain, I was almost fooled. Chen Shang sneered, and then let out the Suzaku tenderness. Suzaku's tenderness turned into a flame Suzaku, and instantly rushed to Shen Yun. Shen Yun screamed frantically, his body was entangled and penetrated by countless silk threads. When the silk threads were tightened, a very hot flame was emitted, which made him painful. Idiot, what did you go to do to find the old man Xingbo? Xingbo is obviously not in his hands, it has been merged by me. After Chen Shang, in front of Shen Yun, smiled and said, it seems that you are too ignorant, you have been ordered. The Soul Palace is silly. The senior leaders of the Soul Palace know my strength very well, but they have never told you. Shen Yun was taken aback again, his heart was angry, but now he can only scream because his body is too painful. Go and see your brother. Learn from his attitude of admitting mistakes. Chen Shang finished speaking, waved his hand, and Suzaku's tenderness suddenly shrank, and then the flames surged. Shen Yun instantly turned into ashes. At this level, don't be arrogant everywhere and corrupt my Shen family's reputation. Chen Shang finished speaking, and then looked at the cosmic bone suspended in the air. Chen Shang flew over, waiting for the soul servant to unlock the seal. Suddenly, he felt a terrifying breath approaching, and saw a cloud of white mist appear behind him. The cloud of white mist came out all of a sudden, and then quickly condensed into one person. Chen Shang saw that person, a very beautiful woman in white. She looked very pure and beautiful, with a very pitiful innocence in her eyes. You are the founder of the world. Can you transform people? Chen Shang looked solemn. I've been waiting for you for a long time, and now I'm here to take the bones of the universe. The woman smiled softly. You are Chen Shang, right? We all underestimate you. The practice rules you created are so powerful that they can even threaten the four great differences. Sky. What do you want to do? Chen Shang was also not afraid of this creation ancestor. Although the other party seemed to be a personally beloved beauty, Chen Shang was very vigilant now, and could cut the other party thousands of knives at any time. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4758, Ancient Matrix. Shen Shang, I am the Genesis ancestor who can transform people. The Genesis ancestor Yuan is also human in nature. And I am still a mother. Said the Genesis ancestor Yuan, you can call me Yuan Yuan. Chen Shang frowned, his first feeling was that this creation ancestor was using beauties against him. Then what? Chen Shang said coldly, unmoved. Don't you want to know about Chuangshizu Yuan? I can discuss it with you in depth. After Chuangshizu Yuan said, his eyes rolled, and a faint charm emerged. Chen Shang was also at this time, he could feel an inexplicable heat in his body, and he could feel strongly that the beauty who had been transformed into the origin of the creation in front of him had a very strong desire for him. Chen Shang just lost his mind, he immediately reacted, knowing that the other party was affecting his consciousness. I only hope that you, the Genesis ancestor, get out of Aoshi universe for me. Chen Shang said, with you here, Aoshi universe will be messy. Don't you want to combine with me? Together, we will definitely be able to swallow other Genesis ancestors. At that time, you can also become the true king of Aoshi universe. Said Genesis Zuyuan. With that said, she began to take off her clothes, then floated up and floated in front of Shen Shang. Seeing the flawless beauty in front of him, Chen Shang held the knife tightly in his hand. Seeing Chen Zhang's whole body tight, Genesis Zuyuan smiled charmingly, I really want to unite with you. You have never met such a perfect woman like me. I am not only strong, but also I can give you unprecedented happiness. Do you know what I'm thinking? Chen Shang said calmly. You are thinking about me. Chuangshi Zuyuan smiled softly in a soft and charming voice. I want to vomit, and I want to chop you down. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he swiped it, and instantly split tens of thousands of knives, forming a gust of wind that enveloped the origin of the creation. Chuangshi Zuyuan was very surprised. She didn't expect to succeed Chen Shang without the temptation. You are not a human being at all. Chen Shang said. You are just an incorporeal body, just like that, you still want to seduce me. Do you treat me as an idiot? After Chuangshi Zuyuan was smashed, his body also dissipated, and in this spacious stone room, there were many white energy tentacles, which were condensed by the power of Chuangshi. You are such a boring man. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. At this time, the soul servants released the seal and took the bones of the universe to Chen Shang. Creation Ancestor Yuan, you really don't have much power. Chen Shang said. You can't help me. If I just voluntarily contacted you, maybe I will be swallowed by you, your trick is too naive. Chen Shang, you can't help me now. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. Wait for the Life Soul Palace to grow up, I will devour you sooner or later. You are not the real Genesis Ancestor. Chen Shang looked around and said, I have to say that the Genesis Ancestor lurking in the Palace of Fate Soul is indeed very powerful, more powerful than what I encountered in Wanzhou Mountain. Great. Oh, where is the power? Said the Creation Ancestor. There is also a parent body of Chuangshi Zuyuan here. Although you are also Chuangshi Zuyuan, you are a small Chuangshi Zuyuan. Chen Shang said, so you look weak. Yes, you can actually see that you deserve to be the one who created the rules of life practice. You are really good, Chuangshi Zuyuan said. You are weak, I can kill you now. Chen Shang released the proud furnace. You are very good, but you are also very arrogant. Sometimes, being good can really make people arrogant, which is also normal. Just after Chuangshi Zuyuan finished speaking, he saw the lid of Aoshi Shenlu open. Under Shen Zhang's operation, Aoshi Shenlu burst out with a terrifying devouring power. Chen Shang put the soul servant into the tower and put it away. The proud world ****** furnace began to swallow everything around, and the materials on the wall began to fall off, turning into the creative power of the tentacles and then entering the ***** furnace. The Aoshi God furnace gradually grew bigger. After Chen Shang, he placed his hand on it next to the Aoshi God furnace, and was doing his best to increase the swallowing power of the Aoshi Shen furnace. That is because the 6 divine mirrors are no longer there, otherwise this little creation ancestor source will be swallowed by Chen Shang directly, and she will not be given time to pull. You, stop it, Chuangshi Zuyuan was terrified and shouted. Idiot, Aoshi universe is my territory, what are you arrogant about in my territory? Chen Shang sneered, the mother of Genesis ancestral origin came from another sky. After the Aoshi universe absorbed energy, you gave birth to you, and then you think it will be transformed. If you are a human being, you can do whatever you want in Aoshi universe, right? If you meet other people, you can do whatever you want. However, she met Chen Shang. Help me, the creation ancestor yelled, as if calling the mother to save her. However, the power of the maternal body has not appeared for a long time. It didn't take long for this little creation ancestor to be collected by Chen Shang into the Aoshi God furnace. He used the dementing charm to wipe out his consciousness in an instant, and then began to refine into energy for the Ao World God furnace to absorb. Chen Shang, you cut a piece of meat from me, I will remember it. Suddenly there was a very old voice, which must be the mother of the founder of the world. Old stuff, wait for me, I'll kill you sooner or later. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he swung his knife to cut a path, and then left the secret room. He slashed all the way, flew out of the Palace of Souls, and then rushed into the air. Chen Shang knew the mother of Chuangshi Zuyuan, why didn't he attack him just now, and didn't save the little Chuangshi Zuyuan, because this mother was dealing with the 6 magic mirrors. The 6 magic mirrors were very scary at this time, and Chen Shang also felt the power of Shen Yuanxin. Sister mirror, let's withdraw it. Chen Shang knew very well that if he continued, the 6-dimensional mirror would definitely be severely damaged. After sensing Chen Zhang's return, the 6 divine mirrors shook violently, shaking away all the attacks around them. The powerful men who attacked his life soul palace from a distance, all released powerful strength to form a shield to resist. After the 6 divine mirrors became smaller in an instant, they jumped in space and left the Palace of Souls. Don't chase. This is the voice of Chuangshi Zuyuan. Why? An old man looked at the surrounding mess, with a large number of floating bodies and fragments of the huge ship, very unwilling. You can't catch up. You chased it, and you were far away from the area where I was. You will undoubtedly die, Chuangshi Zuyuan said. Furthermore, Chen Shang took away the bones of the universe, killed one of my sons, and swallowed me. Part of the creative power, his strength will surely improve quickly. The old man was the master of the Palace of Souls. He couldn't accept the words of Chuangshi Zuyuan. He roared loudly for a while before he gradually calmed down. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4759, Cthulhu. Is it just Chen Shang coming alone? Palace Master Life Soul was very unwilling. He broke in and then took the bones of the universe. Where is our elder? How about many powerful guardians? He solved it, Chuangshi Zuyuan said. He came by himself. You know, he was the one who created this proud universe, so why do you think he is weak? Palace Master Life Soul was speechless, because Chen Shang was sealed by the 6 Life Soul clan for 100,000 years, so in their opinion, Chen Shang was a weak chicken. Great changes have taken place in the Aoshi universe, and the operation of the Aoshi universe is completely different from other universes. There are many things hidden in it that we don't know. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. Chen Shang created a lifestyle practice. According to the law, if Aoshi universe continues to grow, it will be conquered by 4 different heavens. What? That fate, is it true? Didn't you say that it was a lie? Palace Master Fate Soul was shocked again in his heart. Chuangshi Zuyuan was silent, because it had previously felt that if Chen Shang could be killed, there would no longer be any laws of lifestyle cultivation. You said that only with the existence of the Great Life Soul, can the Aoshi universe have new laws to operate. The Master of the Life Soul said again, the Great Life Soul is dead, why are there new laws appearing? And it's still a practice law. Quote, if the rules of lifestyle cultivation are very good, wouldn't they have to be crushed and beaten when they cultivate the Soul Sea? I don't know where Chen Shang found a Great Life Soul, and it is stronger than the previous one. Chuangshi Zuyuan said, the Great Life Soul is hidden very deeply, I can't find where it is. The dual universe created by Shen Yuanxin is very mysterious, even if they knew it, it would be difficult to get in. The operation of Aoshi universe is indeed very different from other universes, and this is mainly a transformation that occurred under the influence of Chen Shang. Especially now, as Chen Shang creates the rules of life practice, Shen Yuanxin will also undergo great changes, which will affect the universe. Isn't Chen Shang invincible? Palace Master Life Soul trembled. Why is this guy so terrible? If he is allowed to grow, he is indeed invincible. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. So we must destroy the power to protect Chen Zhang's growth, and summon the evil **** from another sky as soon as possible to help us get rid of Chen Shang as soon as possible. To summon another evil god, you need enough powerful souls. You need the 6 Soul Clan and the 6 Soul Palace. The 6 Soul Clan is almost taken down. But the 6 Soul Palace is a hard bone. And 6. The Soul Palace also has the origin of the creation ancestors, and they will also summon different evil gods. Palace Master Minghan shook his head, he only felt that this matter was very difficult to handle. The Temple of Aoshi and the Temple of 100 Flowers are currently resisting Wanzhou Mountain. The souls inside these 2 temples add up to a 6 Soul Palace. You just need to take down these 2 temples. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. These are also 2 hard bones. The Master of the Soul Palace sighed. We are not capable of the Soul Palace. I will help you. First take a good rest, and then act. Chuangshi Zuyuan said. When Wanzhou Mountain comes in, it will upset the Aoshi universe, and then you can attack the Aoshi Temple and the 100 Flowers Temple. That's the only way, said Palace Master Life Soul. Chen Shang sat on the 6 Gods mirror and stroked this mirror. Although it looked dark, the surface was smooth and there was no damage at all. Sister Jing, are you okay? Chen Shang asked. It's okay. Sister Xiaojing smiled. Brother, we succeeded. Yeah, by the way, when I came out just now, I saw 2 stars missing. Chen Shang smiled. There are no fragments nearby, but why are those 2 stars missing? The enchantment of Life Soul Palace originally had 10 stars. Chen Shang came out to take a look and found that 2 were missing. I went along, Sister Xiaojing said with a smile. I was fighting very hard just now. What if I didn't go along? I'll lose out. You really have you. Chen Shang laughed and said, by the way, I have also gained a lot. The creation ancestor source in the Palace of Souls actually gave birth to a small creation ancestor source. I will kill one, Heao Shishan Lu. Really? Then we really had a good harvest. Xiao Jing's sister smiled and said, brother, those guys underestimated our strength, and we are not sufficiently guarded against us, so that we will lose a lot. It will not be so easy next time. Got it? Not necessarily, not necessarily. Chen Shang said, we will become stronger next time. At the Sixth Soul Palace, many people were sent to stare at the Fate Soul Palace, and learned that the Fate Soul Palace was single-handedly attacked, and that the powerful 10-star enchantment was also passed by 2 stars, the entire Sixth Soul Palace. The top executives were shocked to the extreme. Paying attention to the Fate Soul Palace and the patriarch of the Chengkan Second Clan, Guan Yiyu and the patriarch of the Qian clan also quickly learned the news. They all knew that Chen Shang did it. I really didn't expect that Chen Shang would be so irritable and attack that enchantment directly. You know, in the eyes of all forces, the 10-star enchantment of Life Soul Palace is an invincible existence. Just because of this enchantment, all forces felt very powerless in the face of the Palace of Souls. However, this barrier was broken by Chen Shang, and there are still 2 stars along the way. Guan Yiyu also knew that the bones of the universe hidden inside must have been taken away by Chen Shang. The place where the bones of the universe is stored is the most severe place, and it must be guarded by many strong men in the Palace of Life and Soul, and there are many enchantments. However, Chen Shang slashed all the way, and saw people with thousands of knives swept over in an instant. No one could stop it, so he didn't know how many powerful men of the Life Soul Palace had been killed along the way. In his eyes, the strength of those people are all the same. They were all cut to ashes by thousands of knives in an instant. The information that the Palace of Life and Soul was attacked and the bones of the universe had been taken away was also circulated. The Sixth Soul Palace was the most shocked, because they had the most detailed information. They naturally knew the existence of Chen Shang, but they didn't expect Chen Shang to be so terrible, and they would walk sideways when entering the Palace of Fate Soul. The powerhouses of Life Soul Palace were killed by Chen Shang like cutting melons and vegetables, which made it difficult for them to accept that this was true. Chen Shang left and stayed away from the Fate Soul Palace. He planned to go to the Tianquan Star territory to refine the little Fate Soul needed by the Gong clan. Guan Yiyu thought that Chen Zhang's strength was not as good as hers, but after learning about the battle situation in the Palace of Souls, she was even more confused about Chen Zhang's strength. She thinks it is the power of the 6 magic mirrors, but if Chen Shang is not strong enough, would the 6 magic mirrors be so powerful? Her spies were not as powerful as the Sixth Soul Palace, so she didn't know what happened inside the Life Soul Palace, only that Chen Shang had taken the bones of the universe. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4760, Fate Soul Magic Eagle. For the Palace of Life Soul, it is a shame to be broken into by one person to take the bones of the universe. Fortunately, there are not many people who know about it. If it were passed out, the Palace of Life Soul would be despised by more people. Chen Shang did not immediately return to the Tianquan starfield, because while on the way, he encountered many big ships flying to the Tianquan starfield. In the vast universe, from a distance, those big ships dragged their long light tails and flew towards the Tianquan star territory at an extremely fast speed. A lot of big ships, what's going on? Is there someone going to attack the Kun clan? Chen Shang immediately took out the talisman to contact Guan Yiyu. Anyang, there are a large number of ships flying to the Tianquan star territory, and I don't know what their origins are. You have to be prepared. Chen Shang said, if necessary, I can do it now. Don't make a move, it belongs to the Gong clan. Guan Yiyu said, the star field where the Gong clan is located is suddenly attacked, and we have no time to support it. Fortunately, the Gong clan told us that they are already ready to retreat and let us take it. Them. What? They were attacked? Is it the Sixth Soul Palace? Chen Shang thought for a while, and felt that there was only the Sixth Soul Palace. Because the Life Soul Palace had just been severely injured by him, it could be said that his vitality was severely injured, and he probably wouldn't attack the Gong clan right away. It's not the Sixth Soul Palace, it's the Yin-Yang righteous and evil clan. Behind them is the Fate Soul Palace. Finally they have reached this point. Guan Yiyu said, they will be dogs for the Fate Soul Palace, and they must desperately want us. The Dry clan won't resist. They left their star field, didn't they lose a lot? Chen Shang said, it is a pity that they gave up their star field. The loss will not be too great, because they have already collected the most precious resources. Guan Yiyu said. The patriarch of the Gon clan told me that they had planned to abandon their star field a long time ago, and now they are with our Kun clan. Together, we are willing to accept them too. That's fine, Chen Shang said. Then I will follow them and **** them for a while, and I will also be returning to the Tianquan Star territory. The patriarch of the Gon clan should be in the fleet too. You may be able to come in contact with her. Guan Yiyu said here, and said, Smelly boy, the patriarch of the Gon clan is a woman. Be polite. Anyang, I know it's a woman. Why do you think I will do impolite things? Chen Shang was speechless. Huh, don't mess around with flowers. That's the patriarch of the Gon clan, don't make the relationship between the two clans bad. Guan Yiyu sternly told Chen Shang. Then it's okay if I don't contact her, right? Chen Shang smiled and said, Anyang, you don't have to worry about my troubles. Sometimes I can't help it. Who makes me so handsome? Feeling taken away from others' hearts. Smelly boy, I must teach you a lesson. Guan Yiyu reprimanded. Chen Shang put away the talisman, then slowed down and followed the fleet far away. From a distance, those hundreds of thousands of ships, like waves of light in the universe, slowly move in one direction, magnificent and shocking. In this way, Chen Shang followed behind to admire. In the blink of an eye, 1 day passed, and there was still some distance from the Tianquan star field. If Chen Shang jumped over directly using the space, it would be very fast, but now he is going to **** the Dry Clan's fleet. With such a large fleet, and being spotted by the 4 clans of Yin and Yang before, Chen Shang also felt a little unsafe. Chen Zhang's worries were right, and someone was chasing him. There are several small fleets dedicated to patrolling and guarding the large fleet. And now they found that an enemy was coming, and then they all emitted strong golden lights, sending out a signal to tell the big fleet that there was an enemy. Chen Shang immediately cheered up. Anyang, the fleet has been overtaken. Chen Shang said, there are many flying beasts, which are flying over. Those flying birds and beasts are huge, bigger than a big ship. What is that? Oops, that is the Fate Soul Demon Eagle from the Fate Soul Palace. It is huge in size, fast, and very powerful. Guan Yiyu said solemnly, I have sent someone to support. Fate Soul Demon Eagle, there are a lot of them. The Life Soul Palace uses these Life Soul Magic Eagles to destroy many star regions. Anyang, I will try my best to help them. Chen Shang said, don't worry. The fleet also seemed to know that it was the Fate Soul Demon Eagle attacking, and they were panicked. The fleet's formation suddenly became very messy, and they were all flying at speed. There are at least millions of Fate Soul Demon Eagles. Chen Shang frowned, the Fate Soul Palace is really powerful. I can't see that they still have so many such things. They are large in number, huge in size, and powerful. Strong, it's really dangerous. Brother, what are you going to do? Sister Xiaojing asked. Do you need 6 magic mirrors? Not for the time being. The 6 magic mirrors are responsible for protecting the fleet, and I can deal with these Fate and Soul Magic Eagles. I am worried that there are even more powerful things to attack the fleet. Chen Shang said. Then how do you plan to kill so many demon eagles of life and soul? Little Mirror said. There are too many, even if you kill them one by one, it will be difficult to kill. Sister Jing, just look at it. Chen Shang said with a smile. Sister Xiaojing was also very curious at this time, what method Chen Shang would use to deal with it. The Fate Soul Demon Eagle is very powerful for many people, but in the eyes of Chen Shang, it is as weak as a flying mosquito. The problem now is that there are too many of these things and it is difficult to kill them in a short time. If the Fate and Soul Demon Eagle is concentrated, it is very easy to solve, and the Fate and Soul Demon Eagle is very scattered, even the 6 magic mirrors need to become very huge to cover an area. The power of the 6 magic mirrors is very strong. In order to deal with these things, it becomes very big, not worth it, and will waste a lot of energy. Chen Zhang's palms faced the front, then closed his eyes, frowned, and saw that his palm suddenly cracked. Puff! 2 blood arrows spurted out of his palm suddenly. After he merged with the blood of the universe before, he cultivated his lifestyle again, and his blood is stronger now. You know, he used a drop of blood before he could turn into a river. Now he has a smaller drop of blood, turning into countless golden red blood dragons, looking like killing a red dragon. Countless slaying red dragons formed and turned into golden red lightning, rushing to the group of Fate Soul Magic Eagles. Chen Shang was able to control these slaying red dragons to kill the devil dragons, and the speed was very fast. Killing the red dragon was like lightning when it flew, and when the life soul magic dragon was touched, it instantly turned to ashes. Chen Chong continued to release the blood of the universe, and he had already released most of the blood in his whole body. There were countless killing red dragons, forming a mighty army to block the fate of the soul magic eagle.